I can't wait. This is going to be fun.
Are you ready? What?
I got something to say.
Look at this crowd. Oh my God. Well, Andy's not here and it gets really fun. That's all I have to say. I don't think anybody on this panel needs introduction, but we're going to have fun tonight, guys. Cheers. What's going on? Welcome.
Cheers. Thanks for having us.
Shoot.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
I'd like to first point out that Whiskey Pimp is in the house. Now, this is kind of a special night because you don't do this just for anybody.
No, not at all.
Do you want to be referred to as Whiskey Pimp all night, or would you rather be your
It doesn't
name?
matter to me. Doesn't matter to me, Todd. Whatever you like.
Guys, I think by the end of the night, it will definitely be Whiskey Pimp.
Just don't call me Andy.
Oh, well, speaking of which, Andy
it's a name you don't deserve, Joseph.
There he is.
What is this in my ears? He is alive. He's made it through surgery, and he's with us. And somehow, Andy, are you there? Are you like God?
Yeah, I'll pop in every now and then as a voice from above.
How
I'm
you?
all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
I'm sure it's Mountain Dew. So how'd everything go? You okay?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there and uncomfortable, but I couldn't miss this since I'm up anyway. So
Right.
I'll just produce behind the scenes. That's all.
Oh, I like that. Hey, so I don't have to do anything tonight. You can take care of everything.
You don't do anything anyway, so just go back and do your thing.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. I can't really say anything bad about him because he had surgery, but we all know that's not true. Yeah, that's not true. Anyway, Andy, it's good. I'm glad you're feeling, I guess, okay to enough to at least join us in spirit or whatever this is, how you're going audio.
I'm here for Christopher David, but other than that, you guys have a good show.
All right, Andrew. Everybody in the chat, say hi to Andy. He made it through his surgery just fine, and he can't walk for like 3 weeks. So, yay, Andy.
Hey, Andy, make sure you put those frozen peas on your testicles. All right? Todd said.
Already got 2 bags out.
Oh man,
They're swollen, huh?
Anyway, hello everyone in the chat. This is gonna be fun tonight. It's gonna be sort of, I guess, I think this is the best. Now I know there's Matt Madness, right? We all love it. Well, some people love it. I think this is the best way to do a challenge. Has anybody even, guys? Did you see the link I sent to you today? Have you ever heard of the Aqvavitae? Chris, how do you say it? Am I saying it wrong?
Aqvavitae.
Aqvavitae challenge. Has anybody heard of this before tonight? Have you ever heard of this before?
No, but I got a girl in one of my girls is named Aqvavitae.
See, is she okay? Well, all right. I don't want to go down that road. Eric, have you heard of this before?
I didn't know what I was agreeing to, and not until this morning when you sent that video did I look at it and see what was going on. So,
all right. So I think it's a really cool way to do a challenge, and we're going to compete against each other. It's just different than what we're normally used to. And Chris, I'm going to let you explain where this came from, why we're doing it, and sort of what some of the rules are. So, Chris, take it away.
Sure. So there's another whiskey tuber. He goes by Aqvavitae. His name's Roy. I don't know what his last name is, but he's big in the Scotch world. So half of my collection is bourbon and rye, but then half it is Scotch. And I actually got into Scotch first. So I started watching a lot of YouTubers doing Scotch reviews years ago. And he has a great personality, and he actually came up with this challenge. So this challenge is more about discovering your palate and the whiskeys you're tasting. And he was using Scotch originally because he's the one who built this. It's more about the whiskeys, as he says, than it's about you and about scoring points.
Right.
But it can be that, and that's kind of what I turned it into. But it's following the same format as he put together. So it's a multi-staged sort of like tasting event challenge where we're going to go through. I'm going to put up the kind of like the instructions. We'll read through them so everyone on the stream can read too. But we go through and we nose and we taste the whiskeys and we rank them. We don't even think about them. We just kind of just taste them. What do I like? What do I not like? And you rank them. So you're kind of doing that. Then I'm going to present you with 5 challenges, and they'll be on the screen and we can follow through. So you're going to try to match the whiskey in glass A, B, C, D, or E to the challenge, and using your best judgment. So I'm going to present you with the challenges you're going to see. Then I'm actually going to show you what bottles you're drinking. I'm not going to tell you what order they're in. I'm not going to tell you what challenge they're associated with. But now you're going to see what bottles you're actually drinking. Then you have the last kind of challenge is to look at what your guesses are, look at what the bottles are, and then see if you want to make any changes and then have your final answers. So it is a lot of fun. And it's like Todd said, it's much different than just sort of like the Matt Madness thing, which I think is getting a little bit old, where you're just nosing and you're trying to pick proof. And this is, you'll see the challenges that I came up with that they get fun. And there's not any two of the same whiskey per challenge. And I'll explain that once we get into the actual challenges. So if I say identify the high rye bourbon, there's no other high rye bourbons in the flight. So whatever I ask you, there's no other whiskey that can be associated with that challenge. So it is a lot of fun.
Love it. Any questions, guys? Do we understand this? You guys, I thought we'd be a little bit more excited than this.
Chris, what'd you say? I didn't catch it. Your mic's off. Your mic's off.
The reason why I like this is, one, I think you're right. It allows you, without having to worry about what proofs are, to basically go through. It's exactly what we do at your house, Joe. We all get together. You have a blind flight, with Sarah and Evan and everybody else who comes, and we just rank them the way we like them, right? And you kind of find out, okay, where your profile is in terms of what you like and don't like, or maybe you like them all. But then the challenges do actually allow you to try to, get certain things right within the whiskey, right? So that's kind of the challenge part of it. But I like the fact that you can just, kind of line up where your profile is and isn't, so to speak. So we're going to not do this together. We're going to do this individually. So Chris, do you want us, when we get to the challenge part, to send you text you our answers? Is that what you want us to do?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So first thing we do is rank them.
Like, we don't need to do that actually, because it's not good. Like, if you just rank them,
right,
it doesn't really matter what you pick is first or what you pick is last. It doesn't matter what Eric picks first. So you don't need to text that to me. No. But once we get to the challenge, that challenge part, then just text me the answers. And I will
say this: when do you want us not to have any communication as to what we're tasting, or is it okay for us to talk about what we're nosing and tasting in each one of these, or do you want us to keep it private? Like, I don't care. To me, okay, good. Well, I mean, if you wanted to do a challenge, but I think we should talk about what each of us is.
I just assume Joe is going to win this anyway. He wins everything else we have. I'm just saying.
There's no assuming. That's a no. That's a no.
Right. Has anybody in the chat ever seen this? I went back to his channel, the Aqvavitae, or how you say it? Aqvavitae.
You hit the nail on the head.
He's not really doing this anymore, though. Like, he doesn't produce even, I don't think, videos anymore, right?
It was a way for him to collaborate and connect with other whiskey tubers. And he did this was 4, maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 years ago. Yeah. So it was a way to do collaborations where he would send these challenges out to different people around the world that were doing Whiskey Tube. And they would actually videotape them going through the challenge, send the film back to Roy, would get the film back, and then he would edit it and put together a video that could be published on his channel and the person taking the challenge. So it was a good way to collaborate with other creators and a way to create content.
Right. I think I saw the Mash and Drum, Scotch Test Dummies. There were some really, ones that I at least know in terms of channels that partake in this. Probably 2 years ago about?
It's more than that.
More than that? Oh, man.
Yeah, it was before COVID.
There you go. So, all right, we're going to do it. If you haven't seen it, I think it's going to be fun. And the giveaway tonight, and I'll maybe add something to it, but Chris is very kindly going to add everything we're drinking tonight. There's 5 pours, 2-ounce pours of each of the whiskeys we're trying tonight. So that'll be the giveaway for any super chats that you want to give. I have to plug something, though. Last week, we picked our first barrel from Still Austin. And here is, I've kept the bottle that we actually did it in. There it is. That's the one, the number 3. And I've been just nosing it all week. Oh, come back to me. No, see, stupid thing. Anyway, are you guys as excited as I about? Look, there it is, Andy. Look at you, Andy, producing. There's Andy drilling holes. At 3 weeks ago? At maybe 2 weeks ago, I guess now 2.5 weeks. At Still Austin, we had 7 barrels we drilled. Andy brought back 5. They were so unique and different. And this is the first time I've kind of talked to you guys about this. I was kind of shocked how different each barrel was. And I know you guys didn't really taste them, but this was the first sort of time we ever did a barrel pick. And I know, Chris, you've done a lot of barrel picks. And Eric, you've probably done some as well. And Joe, I don't know if you have or not, but you might have. I had never done one. And I was shocked how different each barrel, even though they were from the same area, tasted. I that was the biggest thing to me, is how you can have the same mash bill, basically the same age statement, and have them taste so different, which I thought was amazing. God damn it. Anyway, you guys psyched as we are about this? I am. I can't wait for you to try it. It's awesome. There it is. So if you want to be a Patreon member and get in on this, July is probably when we're going to actually release this, I think. And it looks like we're going to have a pretty high yield. I think it's going to be close to 200 bottles, it seems. So we got to sell this thing, guys. So please, any of our mods, please, in the chat, please put that link to Patreon as little as $3.99 a month. You can get a Still Austin single barrel, and we're the first ones that have it, which I think is kind of cool too. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, I think. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And we, we're lucky sometimes. So
we are both.
We are. Oh, there's Andy. The gods have spoken. There it is. Andy, you as excited as I am to get this bottle and get it out to everybody? I mean, how good was it, right?
Wish I was drinking right now to help the pain.
That's true. What was your biggest takeaway from that, that process last week of picking our first barrel pick from Still Austin? Like, what was the biggest thing that you took away from it?
I think you summed it up. I think it was just how vastly different each pour was. It was really amazing because the first one tasted like a traditional Still Austin, but the other 4 were just so unique. It was really cool. And so we knew we were going to be in good hands no matter which one we picked. But that number 3 was something special. That was just
special. Awesome. What do you call it? Cream soda. But the one thing I got from this, and Bourbon School asks, is going to be cast strength. It is going to be line proof to 116. They line proof all of their. So this came in at 120.2 proof, and it will be proof down to 116. They proof all of them down except for Nancy's in-house picks down to 116. So we listen, they assured us that it actually probably will improve. We'll see. That's the one thing I was a little bit worried about too, Andy, but they've assured us not to worry about that, correct?
And if you think about it, it's 1.5 liters is a very small amount of water. That was what would it take to get it down to 116 for the 120 proof. This one, so it's very little.
Yeah. So we can't wait to get this to you guys again. Just become Patreon members, and I don't know. I think we can sell this whole barrel. I'm hoping it doesn't have to go to share pour for them. That's our goal, right, Andy? Is to sell this thing out to just our viewers, our Patreon members, and get on to maybe the next one, which we've already started working on, possibly.
If you can't sell more Patreons tonight with Joe looking like that, representing one of our patrons, I don't think there's a way we're going to get any more.
I mean, you get behind the scenes access to the Whiskey Pimp on our Patreon. I mean, that itself is probably worth $3.99 a month. I mean, right, Joe? I mean, you probably have some things that are worth way more than that, right?
No, I'm all bottom shelf. This is like Bruce Almighty, the movie with Andy in the background. You know what I mean?
Is it messing you up?
It's like God talking here.
Oh God, Andy, he's saying you're God now.
I'm always watching you, Joseph. Always watching.
You, $10, another great Tuesday night. Appreciate that, Shane. What are you sipping on? What is everybody sipping on tonight? I actually haven't had a drink yet. Have you guys had a drink yet?
Yeah.
Shoot,
I warmed up with some Wild Turkey
Damn it.
101.
Damn it. I need to. Oh, screw it. I'm just gonna go right into it. Screw it. Whatever. I didn't warm up with anything. And then Kathy Graves, Andy, Joe, your better half, said she needs more whiskey to deal with the pimp.
Spending my money.
Spending your money. And again, you'll get all 5 of these from Christopher David that we're drinking tonight in this Aqvavitae blind challenge. And I'll throw in something else. I don't know what yet, but it'll be something. And then in a few weeks, guys, I think we're all going to get back together to do a Maryland Heritage Series single barrel blind. Is that correct? Joe, are you down with that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Whiskey Pimp, are you down with that?
He's down with it. Yes, he's down with it.
All right, because next week we have Sugar Kitty. He's going to be live on the show, actually, doing a Scotch blind with Andy and I. If Andy can still, if Andy can't go, I'm still going because it's the only time we can get Sugar Kitty on camera. So there he is. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. He has sent us 5 Scotches to do a blind on. So let's see how this goes next week, Andy. So we've got a couple great weeks lined up for you guys. Are you guys ready to drink? Should we get into this? Should we start? I mean, is there any reason not
Absolutely.
to? All right, you have a pad of paper and note. There's JG with the super chat. Thank you, brother. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was at Still Austin last week. Andy, I don't know if you have those pictures you could send Jay, show of Jay at Still Austin, but he was there with his 21090 shirt on. I said, ask him if they know Andy or Todd, and he said they have absolutely no idea who you are, which I thought was hilarious. And he's like, I know two people, and neither of them work at where you're at right now. So funny. Anyway. And he's not there. Oh well. I thought Andy might be able to show Jay.
I'm here. Joe can't ask. I mean, Jay can't ask the bathroom attendant to expect to know who we are. The bigwigs there knew who we were.
I got
so,
it.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, and we also have Saucy Shane. He sent us the samples of the Jack 12 and Jack 10 to compare blind. So I think that's dropping in Maryland, evidently. Joe, have you seen that
Oh,
anywhere?
yes, Saucy.
Well, I've
It's
heard
dropped.
about it.
We just won't see it anywhere.
Haven't seen it in person.
Well,
Seen a
we have
picture of it.
samples. So Andy, that can be done as well. One night where everybody says 12 is better than 10, right? But I want to do it blind to take the bias out, right? Because you assume that 12 is better than 10, but let's actually see if we do it blind. Thank you, Shane, for sending us those samples. So we have that as well. All right, guys, without further ado, Chris, I'm going to turn it over to you. Do you want me to bring up the first screen and kind of outline what we're doing or no? Do you want me to share the screen or no? We don't have to do that yet. Oh, there you go. You got it. Here it is. Chris, take it away.
You can if you want. So like I said before, hopefully you keep track of what glasses are what, A through E. So what I want you to do now is just nose them and taste them. If you have any notes that you want to throw out, if you like them, if you don't like them, if it's pleasant, if it's off-putting, if you have any guesses, great. If it tastes like a certain thing, feel free to throw it out there. But rank them. Rank them what you like the best to the least.
I like the nose on A already. It's sweet, man. Holy moly. Are you tasting them now too as well, or are you just nosing them?
No,
Guys?
I'm nose them and taste them. Do whatever you want.
See the instructions, Todd? See where it says number 2? And it says nose and taste.
There you go.
Even a pimp can read, son. Even a pimp can read.
Well, you better be able to read. You got a lot to take care of. All right. So on A, that's nice.
Don't overthink it. Like go through it. Just go through them. Nose them, taste them. Write down a couple notes, and then rank them. We don't need to spend too much time on this phase.
On that too. I think it's a higher proof, a longer finish to me. You guys can comment anytime you want, or I can just do it all if you want.
We want your expert tasting notes, Todd.
Well, first of all, I'm all screwed up because I don't have one thing I need for this challenge.
You don't need that crap.
I was about to do a cardinal mistake there. Do a blind without a Coke Zero to palate cleanse in between. Jeez Louise, what's wrong with me? All right, now we're ready to go. Okay, in the chat, I don't know how to make this interesting for the chat. Hey, Groovy, what's going on? I'll try not to ignore you, I guess, as we go through this. Eric, you're chugging through this. What do you think? Are you on B already? Eric?
No, I took my first sip of sample A. You guys know that I'm slow in a blind.
Let's go slow. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with
But
that.
you don't need to figure anything out right now.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's when you get to the challenges, then we can figure it out. It's a little bit more interactive there. I'll let everyone in the chat know how hard Todd tried to persuade me to drink Coke Zero as a palate cleanser. And I refuse.
I think I had half the group at Joe's drinking Coke Zero between.
I'm not falling down into that hole. I don't know about you, Eric. Are you drinking it now too, Eric?
No.
Okay.
I was
so
the
we're
only one
standing
I think
strong.
that
Now
didn't
Joe
drink it.
over there, whiskey pimp, he's just banging Coke Zeros down left and right.
Hey, so is Dusty Dan.
Chris, you don't have to fall down that hole. I can give you some holes to fall down.
Oh, B. Can B be finished? Wow.
The order that you put them in also matters too.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Yep.
Heartsight came in with $20.
Yeah. So Heartsight, thank you for that. Oh, Andy's doing. Andy, go ahead. I'm sorry. I forgot Andy's here. So you're in now for this 5 Aqvavitae flight that we're doing. And oh, Jesus.
Thank you, Eileen.
Oh, there you go. There's
So
God.
is Andy the one actually keeping track of all the super chats tonight?
Is Amy not here? Shoot, I thought I saw Amy.
No, I said Andy.
Oh, Andy's not keeping track of shit.
That is correct,
And
Todd.
right now, Andy's bad enough at math, and he's on Oxycontin. I don't think he can do anything mathematically right now.
By
I'm
the way,
surprised
thank you
you
for all the super chats from everybody. We appreciate it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I enjoyed A, but I'm into the nose on B right now.
Yes.
Very classic bourbon, like caramel, vanilla.
Taste it though.
Nose.
I think it to me on B, it's much darker notes on that, and it's like a dark fruit too with those classic notes, and it even looks darker. Like look how dark that looks compared to A. Although C, well, they're all I don't
They're
know.
all pretty dark. E is
They are.
definitely dark. Maybe it's just my
You said
lighting or
A
whatever.
is definitely dark.
E.
Oh, E, yes, looks like it's the dark. E and C to me look
Sample
like
blue. Sample blue, Todd.
It's there, sample blue. There you go. Thank you.
I can't lie to you guys. I've already been through all of them at one time.
Oh God.
And then I did A, B, and C. Because the quicker I do it, the better my brain,
Hold on. So you've gone through all.
I
of them.
agree, Joe.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm on B still.
Because if you let it sit, you hit the next one, you can kind of compare. That's what I do. If I wait too long, I lose what I was thinking.
And you got to spend more. You're going to spend more time trying to figure the challenges out.
Yeah.
That's why I said don't overthink it. Nose them, taste them. I like it. I don't like it.
All right, I tell you what, I've never tasted something like E. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just
Really?
it's a different taste that I've ever had.
Wow. And that looks like the darkest one. Andy, you highlighting the chat anymore? I don't think you are, but any questions in the chat? What's everybody drinking? Cheers from bourbons in Mexico. It's hotter than a whipped teat down here, and the best bourbon I found so far is Beam White Label. Wow, that does not sound like a great time from me.
Maybe I have had E. I don't know.
All right, I'm on to see. Chris, are you drinking these along with us, or are you just drinking whatever you want tonight?
No, I haven't poured.
Nice. Okay.
I mean, I have a clear favorite.
Chris, not to give anything away, but could you rank them and just after we're done ranking them, give us your rankings? Maybe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've already done that.
Beautiful. I'd like to know kind of what you thought of these. And I'm assuming, and again, Chris, you could throw us balls, but I know, I mean, look behind you, and that's only probably a quarter of what you have. I'm assuming these are probably all pretty good whiskeys. I mean, that's just me thinking here of what you usually
I think they're all phenomenal.
There you go. Okay.
And not to give too much away, but there's a something as cheap as $60.
Oh.
All the way up to something that is $200.
By the way, the question in the chat is, who do you think will win tonight's challenge? Todd, Eric, or Joe?
Put a
Eric
poll
already
in there,
has
Andy, if you know how to do that.
4 votes for Eric, 1 for Todd, and 1 for the Whiskey Pimp. So just take some
wow,
time.
no love.
Sorry, it's okay.
That's some misplaced confidence for people in the chat right now. I'm going to tell you.
I thought the entry would be like none. Nobody will win. You know, it'll be a tie of like 3 points.
So I tried to make these challenges a little bit difficult, a little bit more difficult than last time because you guys kind of breezed through them. But I'm also scared that you guys are going to breeze through these. So we'll see. Me thinking that they were difficult, I actually have, the challenges, and then I have hints for each challenge if we need to go there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that we don't.
Okay. All right.
If you need a hint.
Questions in the chat? Do we have any questions? All right. Todd's going to fall on the bottom. That's probably true. I'm going to fail on that. That'll probably, I guarantee you that will be my number 1 pick. Joe, it always happens, right? It's like when
so
we do
last time you picked the Cooper's Craft. Cooper's Craft 100 as your favorite whiskey. There was
against like a stag, I think.
There was a birthday bourbon in there, which was one of the better batches. Yeah. I forget what else I threw in there that was a hitter, and you're like, nope.
I'll
this
take
Cooper Craft's where it's at.
I mean, I'm not wrong in some ways. I mean,
that's why Kathy at the tastings writes them all down, because the next day I totally forget, and I forget where I ranked them, so I can always go back and check.
But that's what's really good about going over Joe and Kathy's house, plus doing things like this, because everyone's got different palates, right? So if you find a $50, $40 bottle like that Cooper's Craft, and you love it all day long, then that's awesome. Buy it all day long.
Yep.
Tell you what, Yeah, that's true. Speaking of which, right there. C for me, it's super tasty. I think it's the lowest proof I've had so far. Could be wrong, but I really, really like C.
Tastes like a peanut.
Yeah, it's
Peanuts.
nutty.
So it's a Heaven Hill or
Yeah, the finish is
Peanut.
nice too. It's I also get some fruit forward notes on that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not a big peanutty guy. I'm just
Joe, are you all done? You want to give me your ranking?
Yeah, I'm done. You ready?
C.
Good.
All right. E is number 1.
Got it.
B is number 2.
Got it.
A is 3.
Got it.
D 4. And
You said
5. C.
What was number 1? You said E.
E, yeah.
E is in
Oh, shit.
elephant.
Yes.
Okay, so what's 4?
D.
D. Got it.
Dude, I love the nose on D.
I like the palate on D too.
Yeah, I
D's
haven't
good.
tasted it yet. Holy crap.
They're all good. They're all good.
That to me smells like an American whiskey or something.
There's nothing off-putting. I just went with what I like.
Joe, you may want to lay off the pudding.
What?
80, that's my best whore. Okay? I'm not laying off her.
Oh, geez. D's got mint to me, like a spearmint.
80 only comes in when somebody says something about food.
Not American whiskey.
No, it's not American.
No, not American whiskey at all.
What's that? C?
D.
D.
D's flavored, I think.
D has a mint to it.
Yep.
I mean, it could be a rye. Do you think it's a rye, Eric?
Possibly.
Yeah. That's the first one I got that note from.
That's why this is fun to do. This is why this is fun
Yeah.
to do as a group where you guys
Yeah.
are working together.
Yeah.
Because you'll contradict yourselves and then you'll get everything wrong, and it's hysterical.
Awesome. Exactly.
If
what
that's
it
a
was.
rye, though, I feel like it would have to be finished though, because it's
Exactly, right.
definitely
Right.
not.
There's not a huge baking spice anything like that I'm getting off of that, or even the rye spice character, but I'm getting that mint spearmint, which is weird. And that could be coming from the finish. I don't know what finish would give you that though. That's the first thing that came to my palate when I tasted it.
There's
What
just
do
a
you
little
get?
something there. There's something on the back end.
On the palate, Eric, on D. You
What's
get a
that?
mint at all? Do you get a mint at all on that? Like a spearmint or no? No?
No, I'm not.
What are you getting then?
Dude, I just
No, don't worry about it. That's all right. Never mind.
I just moved on.
Mm.
Wait till
Next time,
Todd, wait
what
till you
I'll
nose
do is I'll send a secret link out to everyone in the chat so they can see what you're drinking.
Oh, that would be
As
cool.
long as nobody ruins it for us.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's the
Don't
danger.
be
of
that guy.
Or what I could have done is I could have sent a slide that just shows what you're drinking
Correct. That's true.
in
Right.
no particular order.
Right. You'll show that soon, though.
Yep.
I think E is the most expensive one. It's got a lot of flavor.
Yeah, I like D a lot. I mean, clip that, but yeah. D
Yeah. That's why you're my worst customer.
Come on, you should go both ways here, Joe. All right. On to E. You guys are talking this up. Let's see how it goes here. Here's the color of E.
I have some theories on what E is already.
Oh, all right.
Off of one sip on it. It's very different from
Everything else.
Hold on.
the rest.
Yeah, the palate cleanse. Palate cleanse.
Yeah, that's
What is the nose you get on this?
to me. It's a little bit smoky. It's
Yep.
it's a little bit of some dark fruit. I mean, I think that's finished. Like
Oh, that's finished.
I'm picking up probably barley in there. I think like
It's got to be
I
finished.
would,
That's got to be
maybe
barley.
like a sherry
Yep.
finish.
Yeah.
There's smoke in there too. I mean, is this a Scotch?
It's probably Sagamore Sherry.
No,
I
not.
think it's some type of either single malt,
One in Calvin Klein or something.
like American single malt or a Scotch, personally. But
Yeah, that's not my jam.
Really?
That's not my jam.
Wow.
I don't mind it. There's smoke
Must be
in
the
it.
cheapest bottle.
No, it's probably the most expensive. That's the funny part about this. I think this is a single. It's not that I don't like it. I think it is a Scotch,
I like it.
but it's not like overly peaty at all. I could totally drink that. There's a smokiness to it. There is a
There's more
dark
flavors.
fruit, sort of almost like cherry. I don't know if it's sherry finished. Oh man, it's really, it's probably the most complex. It's definitely the most complex one of all five, I think.
Oh yeah.
Who did you say was giving you a Scotch flight?
Sugar Kitty.
I can't wait till Sugar Kitty gives you your flight because not all Scotch is peated.
No,
Just
I get
a
it.
very
No,
small percentage of it.
Yeah. No, if this is Scotch, I like. I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just flavor profile. I like other ones more than this. Now I have to go back and taste them again, real quick, because I don't know where this falls. It's definitely the most interesting, and so I don't know where it's going to fall in all five of these. So Eric, you don't have your ratings yet either. I feel like we're going really quick here. Maybe you're not. Joe's already ready to do the next.
Because you're gonna spend more time on the challenge.
You're gonna drink everything you have.
All right. Yeah, I know you're right about that. All right. Okay. All right.
Because that's where you're going to go back and forth, and that's where once the viewers see what the challenges are, then it's going to be, you got to try to figure out what challenge 1 is, what challenge 2, 3, 4, and 5 are, and that's where you guys may contradict each other, and that's where it gets fun. The point of this round is just to show where your biases lie, and that's where that Cooper's Craft 100, when you pick that as number 1, is a really good point of why this round's in here.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Aqvavitae, when Roy was doing it, he would put in $500 scotches. And it's like, okay, well, you have your ranking, and then you go through and you're like, oh my goodness, there's a $500 scotch in this blind. You put it third or you put it fourth. It just shows that price doesn't equal quality. It doesn't mean that the whiskey is going to be that much better because it's priced that much higher. And that's not even in counting secondary. That's just regular scotch, what MSRP prices are.
See, I'm getting now a big nuttiness on C. Like a peanut.
I've got my rankings. I don't know if you want me to give them now or you.
Yeah, Eric, what's number 1?
So D is number 1 for me.
Soccer.
C for
Got
number 2. A for number 3. E for number 4, and B for number 5.
I am so happy you got your ranking in before Todd.
Why?
Because Eric normally is last, and he normally takes his time. So I'm just impressed that he got through it, and you're still thinking about it.
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to. Okay, I definitely. All right, I have my rankings. I think.
Sarah, aren't you supposed to be doing dishes or something? Right?
So
clean your house.
So if everyone's paying attention, Eric's was the complete opposite of the Whiskey Pimps, which is fantastic. Right. The A's right in the middle, and their other ones are just flip-flopped.
Eric, I'm going with you, buddy. You got better taste buds than I do.
I don't know.
Didn't you win you won the last challenge?
No, Dan couldn't add by the end of the night.
That is true.
Yeah, there may have been some addition things going on there, but
yeah,
we had a good time. If you're drinking whiskey with friends, you're winning.
Good time. Yeah, my taste buds are not the best. I would say they're average at best.
All right, here's my rankings, Chris.
Ready?
Number 1 is D. 2 is C. 3 is B. A is 4, and E is 5.
Got it.
You're wrong, Todd.
I'm sure I'm wrong because I like it that way. That's how it is. All right.
All right. So let's move on. So go ahead and pull the slide up.
Yes.
Put us off to the side.
Yep. There you go.
All right. So challenge number 1. I'm going to go through all 5 challenges. Then we'll go back to the cameras. Challenge number 1. Find the whiskey that was distilled in Ohio.
Oh, shit.
Bottled in Maryland. Okay. That's challenge 1.
What?
2. Find the American corn whiskey. 100% American corn whiskey. 3. Find the rye. 4. Find the blended whiskey. Now, again, look at the top. There's only one of each challenge whiskey in the entire flight. There's only one blended whiskey.
Oh, man.
And the last one. Find the whiskey with the proof over 130.
Shit.
So I'll leave that up. So if you want to leave that up,
Yes.
And then if we're up on the side, then
All right. Let me just do that. There
That's
we go.
perfect.
Perfect. There we go.
so
Wow.
you can reference that. Now I have hints if you need hints.
Chris,
But I know we have professional whiskey tasters here, so I don't think any hints might be needed.
Chris, I need answers. Text them to me, buddy. Come on.
Hey, the whiskey pant gets things done, right?
So again, do you think these are difficult? Do you not think these are difficult?
No, those are difficult. That's not what I was expecting for challenge questions.
I actually love it because it's
Now there are hints in there. Like there's hints in there. So think about what you're drinking. Think about what you think they are, and then look at some of the questions. Some of the questions that are more detailed might give away what you're drinking.
all right. So the one.
See, this is where you could work together if you wanted to,
So
or
for
you
me,
could just keep it separate.
The only one I initially said was a rye was D, and it was my number one. But Eric, you said you got 0 rye. You thought it was finished. We don't have anything that says it's finished whiskey on any of these. Not that they're not, but there's nothing on here saying find the finished whiskey, which is interesting.
So what does that tell you?
That there's no finished whiskeys in here,
Or there's more than one.
or there's
So
no.
it could
that's
be
true.
it
That's
could be
true.
either
That's
or.
true. That is true.
Right.
Okay, you're right. So
Man.
for me, I initially am thinking D is the rye, but you're right. It's not. I don't get the huge baking. Oh, dude, that smells so good. D is so
All right,
good.
how about the hottest one is B? Everybody in agreement on that one?
B? I'm not on agreement on that. Well, I think.
Or D?
I think. I don't know. Hold on. I got to go through them again. Hold on. I think C is the lowest proof.
Well, what whiskey is distilled in Ohio and bottled in Maryland?
That I don't know. Well, if he would have said Indiana, I would say, oh, we have a Maryland Heritage Series in here somewhere. But unless was there, am I missing? What is distilled in Ohio, Eric or Joe? What do we have that's distilled in Ohio? Middle West Spirits?
That's what I was thinking. I don't even know that that's factual, but that was the only thing that I was thinking that's potentially.
I have no idea what is distilled.
Why would it be bottled in Maryland?
I have no idea. No idea. It's a trick question somehow.
I think Chris bought a barrel and he brought it home and fucking put it in a bottle.
Guys,
When you see the bottles in the next slide,
all right,
then the answers will reveal themselves.
so do we answer these now though before seeing the bottles though, right?
Yeah. So what you're doing is trying to take an educated guess here. If you want, I do have one more slide that has a hint for each challenge. So if you guys are like, hey, yeah, we need some hint, but go through and try to figure out what, number one, what's the whiskey distilled in Ohio bottle, and that would probably I would leave to last. But there is, once the answer reveals itself, you're like, oh, I feel like an idiot.
All right, how about the blended? How about E? Blended? Everybody in agreement with that? No.
Well,
So you want to try to pick the easiest one. So I think Joe was on the right track. Where's the rye? Figure out where the rye is, and then eliminate the rye.
I tried.
Second, my personal opinion is try to identify which one's the corn whiskey or which is the proof. That leaves you with the Ohio Maryland question, and then that leaves you with the blended question. Those are the two hardest in my opinion. Unless right off the bat you're good with Maryland distilleries and you kind of know what's already bottled in Maryland.
So A could be corn? A could be corn.
And then after like 5 minutes, I'll put up the clues. The hints may help you.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm gonna text you my results. I'm gonna try to do this now and then text you my answers. Anyway, in the chat, anybody know where what bottle is possibly distilled in Ohio? And we can do a phone the friend or ask the audience what distillery is in Ohio besides Middle West Spirits that would possibly be they wouldn't be bottled in Maryland. I don't know that at all. Interesting. Okay, corn whiskey. Where's the corn whiskey? Shit.
That's supposed to be fun.
No, I love it. It's really fun. I'm interested to see what bottles you have when you. I want to see the reveal of the bottle. All right, I think I know the corn whiskey, the rye.
This doesn't make any sense to me.
No, why not? What's wrong, Joe? You're not having fun?
I mean, you can. I don't think you need to. If you don't even want to text them, you can just. If you guys want to, you guys can just.
How do I text
give me your answers like you did before?
I have. I'm 2 of 3. Let me get the rest, and I can do that. But you can.
Okay.
I'm going to write
say
it down.
I'm 2 of 3.
So
I don't think it's going to persuade
No.
anyone here
No.
on. Hey, I thought this was
Right.
it. I mean,
I agree.
You,
All right,
you either got it or you don't got it.
exactly. I'm
All right,
running out of whiskey though. That's the problem. So I'm looking for the higher proof now. I've got 2 of 3. And I'm looking for the higher proof. I'm running out of whiskey. That's the problem. Shit.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
JH said Cleveland whiskey, but I doubt Christopher David has that though.
Cleveland whiskey. What the hell is
They
that?
sell that, Todd, in Elkridge at Cindy's, and I tried a sample of it. The only one I tried was terrible.
No,
But
I have no.
Cleveland
terrible-
whiskey's trash.
yeah,
I will tell you
I
this
can tell you right now, it's not that.
There is nothing in this flight that I don't like. In fact, there's a few that I really like. In fact, 1, 2, and 3, which was D, C, and D, I loved. 4, which was it was A, and 5, which was E, I really like. So interesting. All right, so I've got 3 of 5. Eric, how many do you have? Joe, how many do you have?
I have 3 of 5 too.
I'm
All right,
sure
what do
I'm all wrong.
My answers are in.
Shoot. All right, hold on. I got.
Got it.
Are you texted?
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
just went 1 and put the letter of the
Yeah.
2 and then the letter and then 3 the letter. They're all wrong. They're all wrong. I just did process of elimination.
Over
All right.
130 proof. Wow.
James, that is
Yeah, I
true.
know.
Nothing from Cleveland's good. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's all right, though. Todd, you and Andy been in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Never.
How is that possible?
I don't know, man.
You guys
I've never been to Cleveland intentionally.
Well, I'd
Eric,
rather see there. I can tell you
Chris,
that.
can I just give you my rankings?
Yeah.
I-
You can.
So,
Challenge 1. What's your letter? Oh, challenge 1. What's your letter?
it is E.
Man.
I don't know if this is right. I have no idea. 2 A,
Okay. Okay.
3 B, 4 D, and 5 C.
All right. I'm going to read you my answers too when you're ready.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, take your time.
Guys, is this fun or what? In the chat, are we liking this? I think this is fun. Yeah, you guys having fun?
I'm having a damn good time.
It's good, right? It's cool. I can't wait to see what these are.
These are interesting whiskeys.
Super interesting. Chris, I knew would do great on that. Chris, you're the best.
All right, I'm ready. Eric.
All right. So for number 1, I had E.
There you go.
For number 2, I had C for the
Ah.
corn whiskey.
Okay.
For the rye, I had B.
Yes.
Blended, I had A.
We're different there.
And D, I had as the over 130 proof, the number 5.
Close.
Okay.
We had
Can
2 of
I
the
bottle
same.
guess before you reveal?
Ooh, yeah.
We're doing it. I mean, sure.
Sure.
Because you're
Well,
going
do you
the
guys
next
need
thing that
hints?
you're
You guys
going to
want hints or no?
By the way,
No.
Patreon members, if you're in the chat, I'm giving away a Jepson's port night. This is a story time that will be happening. The port night, full bottle, by the way. I had 2 of them. Jepson's. There it is. Port night. So just be in the chat in about 20 minutes, and we'll give that away.
So
Any Patreon member.
I skipped the hints.
the
Oh.
next thing that we're doing is that you're going to reveal the bottles, right?
That's
So-
correct. Yeah, semi-reveal.
So I can guess right now at some of these bottles just for
Sure.
shits and
Sure.
gigs.
Yes.
First them out.
All right. So for D, I think that may be like a Stag Junior. I'm thinking there's definitely high proof, so I'm thinking something along those lines. And then for C, I thought that was the corn whiskey, and I think that's the dancing goat, the mash and journey pick.
Oh,
And E, I think is maybe like an old wine, is what I'm thinking, because bottled in Maryland is the only, and I was thinking that
Good
was some
point.
type of like finished single malt. So
yeah, right.
that's what I'm guessing. And
All right.
I'll take a guess at A, and I'll say that's just to completely be embarrassed, because I said that was blended. So I'll say that that's like a disco series, maybe like a disco 9.
Are you know what the E is? E's that's the one that Andy really likes. That I got it all of you.
The port finish from O-Line?
No,
That's a fantastic pour if it is.
it is. It tastes that old line. That sounds about right.
I want to do a pick from O-Line, but nobody would buy it.
Anyone else want to guess before
No,
I do this semi-reveal?
No, please reveal.
Yeah.
I like to be embarrassed. So
My shit's
I'll
bottle.
say 'em.
No. Hey, mad props to Eric for having
All
the
right,
guts
wait,
to go ahead and throw that out there.
You're not going to say what bottle they are, right? This is what we have, though, right? Are you just showing
This is what you're drinking in no particular order.
Correct. There's no order to this.
Eric is going to shit his pants.
Oh, shit.
That's bottle number 1.
Did you say a disco?
That's bottle number 2,
You're
as
right,
in
Eric.
no particular order.
D is. You're right, Eric. That's that.
Oh, fuck.
Eric's the killer, man. It's the killer. Forgy. That's number E.
And the last bottle,
Oh, fuck. Eric's killed this.
Dude,
Give
he
him a
killed
Mad
it.
Madness.
Eric, you had 4 of the 5 there.
Killed it.
Let's hope you had the right order.
All right, I gotta go.
Whiskey Pimp, we lost because Eric had
Oh,
these
shit.
down pat. Holy shit.
Get your own channel, Eric. God damn it.
Jesus. Damn. Well, Eric, you've won this because unless you messed up the orders.
You know Chris texted him these answers.
I agree.
Rigged.
Hey,
That's
Joe.
all.
Let me throw out some bottle guesses. Check this shit out.
Yeah, I
Joe,
know.
can you send Eric your address so you can send him your pimp hat? Because I don't think
100%.
you're going to need that anymore.
No, not at all. Not at all.
yeah. Eric, that was impressive. Very, very impressive.
He needs a
Dude,
crown.
even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
It doesn't matter if you had him in the right order or the wrong order. You picked 4 out of the 5 bottles.
That's
Well,
yeah.
It would stink if he didn't have them in the right order, right?
That would.
That would suck. That would suck. I don't think he did. If he had that, he Jesus. Wow. Well, hey guys, tonight, if you want to super chat, you can win 2-ounce samples of all 5 of these. And I have 1, 2. I had 4 of those 5, and I didn't do too well. Oh well. All right.
Are you gonna tell us which is which? I know Eric said that C was.
So I think we
Who was
know
that?
now. I mean,
Yeah, Eric kind of took the wind out of the sails with that awesome guess. Just because now you're supposed to kind of rearrange what
Well,
you
Eric,
thought your guesses were. Now that you know the bottles.
I replicate what Eric just said.
Exactly.
That's what I replicate. So no, I'm not going to do that. Eric, you win.
We should still go back through them because I could be totally off on the order.
All right. So you said the
Sorry, that's a great shot.
Don't worry about what I said.
no,
Just
you want
just
Eric,
make your guesses.
Eric, hold on. You got 4 of the 5 here. So so the corn whiskey, which was you said what did you say which is number 2? What did you have for corn whiskey? You had that as B. What did you say that was? D, right? D. No. What did you say the corn whiskey was? Eric, you've already won this, but I'm just saying.
Eric?
I don't care. I'm not changing anything because Eric wins. I don't want to.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're not going to change anything, then I can just do the full reveal.
Yeah,
Eric wins. Eric wins.
I just want to know
I
how
was
bad I
gonna stick
lost.
with my order
Okay.
anyway, but
So question 1, which was the bottled in Ohio and bottled in Maryland.
O-line, I guess, huh? Oh wait, what?
No, I'm sorry. That's not. Was that challenge 1?
Yes.
Oh, I got these in the wrong order.
No. All right.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna put them up, and I'll give you the answers.
Okay, there you go. That's not correct. These are not correct.
Yeah. So question 1, which is challenge 1, which is bottled in Ohio and distilled in Ohio and bottled in Maryland, is Old Line.
Okay.
So the two founders of Old Line are ex-military, and they decided to both retire out of the military, and they wanted to become distillers. They went to a whiskey event and they loved it. So they flew out to Washington, and I forget what the distillery's name was, but they met with the distiller. Either he was sick or his wife was sick, and he wanted to sell the business. So he sold all the equipment, and they moved it from Seattle, or at least Washington, to Ohio while they looked for space in Maryland. They're both Navy guys. So they distilled whiskey in Ohio, and then it was transferred over to Maryland once they got room, and then it was finished in Madeira. That's where you get the finish.
Where'd they go?
And that's the Old Line. So that answers the Ohio, Maryland.
We got this. I have this bottle too, and I haven't drank it in a while. So
I don't have that
and
bottle.
if you look on the bottle, and it is, we were there. So I helped pick this bottle. So this is a syndicate pick. But if you actually look on the back of the bottle, it does say distilled in Ohio, bottled in Baltimore, Maryland.
So they still have those.
Which is very cool.
They still got it at Drug City or Allview? No.
Yeah, they might. Justin might have it at Allview.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is a single malt. That was going to be the other. That was going to be the hint. Was this is also a single malt?
There you go.
That's my favorite one.
We got that. We all said single malt on that. That was good. That was good.
Don't sleep on Old Line. They are good
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
Hey, that's my number one.
That was your number one. Jesus,
Yeah.
Whiskey Pimp. There you go. It was my number.
Yeah,
five.
that was really good. It was just so different from all the others. It's just like, for me, when I rank favorites, I'm like, and I get something like that, it's always so hard to place like where you think that should finish, because it's so different than the rest. But
so Eric got the entire order correct. Not only did he pick 4 bottles, he got the entire order correct. So don't mind my letters here, because it's been a long day and I tried to fit this in when I was working. But the second question was the corn whiskey. So the Dancing Goat is that 8-year, 100% corn whiskey. That is the Mash and Journey pick. I think it's phenomenal. Dan did a review on it. Dan raved about it as well. It's different.
So what bottle is that? That's what?
That is the Dancing Goat.
I know, but what number? Letter is that?
C. It's on the screen, Todd, right here.
Oh, okay. All right. I know that's okay. So
See, it says C, and then it says the proof.
All right. Shut up, Whiskey Pimp.
Yeah.
That was my number 2.
Yes, but this is also finished. So this is finished in that Spanish oak. So we had 2 finished whiskeys, at least so far. That actually, you can see it on the screen. There's only 2 finished whiskeys.
I picked that up.
But if you notice something as we go through these, all the proofs, I tried to keep all the proofs around the same and at least give a little bit of difference, a variance in flavor. With the single malt, with the corn, with the rye, with the bourbon, and then with the blend.
I picked that Dancing Goat last. It just has a peanutty kind of cardboard taste to it.
Really?
I mean,
I get more.
It's 100% corn. You should get peanut notes on it.
I get more fruit notes on that.
I get fruit nuts on D because it's stag. I
Fruit Nuts was my nickname in high school, Joe.
I got
still is. Todd's are hairy nuts.
So challenge 3 was the rye, and obviously that stands out. That is that 4-gate River Kelvin rye. It's their second release. I forget what. I have it right here.
I got that right. I got it right.
Batch 13, and it's the 8-year-old. So they released a 7-year-old out of the batch, and they let it age another year. Pardon me, and then they released the 8-year-old. So this is phenomenal.
I had
they're all really good.
Dancing Goat, 4-gate. That was
Chris,
my order.
Wasn't one of your questions what's 130 proof? None of these are 130.
The stag should be. I think that proof is wrong on the.
Yeah. That's what I get for rushing on in the middle of the day while I'm working to try to put it all together. I need a proofreader. So my redhead in the next room, Andrew, which you guys have heard of before.
Yes.
He'll be doing all the proofreading, and there will still be mistakes, which will be hysterical.
God, can you?
So the stag was the one that was over 130 proof. The actual proof on this guy is 130.2.
Wow.
And this is batch 14.
Yeah. Nice. That was my number 1.
What am I doing?
Bad day. What's wrong?
Go. What's your 1 through 5 based upon the numbers that are up there? A, B, whatever.
All right. You want? So mine was number 1 was Stag.
Okay.
Number 2 was the Dancing Goat.
Okay.
Number 3 was the Four Gate Rye.
Okay.
Number 4 was the Bardstown Discovery 9, and 5 was the Madeira Cast from Old Line.
Wow.
Eric, what was yours?
I went Stag, Dancing Goat, Bardstown 9, Old Line, and then Four Gate.
Four Gate last.
Yeah, I don't like rye always like when I do a flight.
Yeah.
Like even like really good rye just always lands in the middle to me because I always feel like I'm expecting bourbon in like a blind tasting. I don't know what like.
Yeah, I get that. I get it. Well, I put the Patreon members. I put the link if you want to come join us. We'll talk about this and anything else you want to talk about in the Patreon. Go to Patreon page. You can come join us.
Shit.
What's wrong, Joe?
Well, I'm glad I like Old Line because it's right in the back neighborhood, and I got cheap taste, I guess, because I got Old Line 1,
Yep.
Four Gate 2,
Yep.
Bardstown 3,
Yeah.
Stag 4, Dancing Goat 5.
There's nothing wrong with that, though, Joe. I mean, Joe, that there's no bad. I don't think that I like all these whiskeys. I mean,
I gotta take my
There's
time.
not a bad pour in this group. Like
No, not at all.
Joe, hey, hold on. First of all, Eric, well done. The fact that you like called out Old Line, Dancing Goats, what was it? Put the thing back up. The Four Gate. Well, no, you didn't.
I didn't call Four Gate. That was the only one I didn't call. I called the
Stag.
Disco 9 and the Stag. Yeah.
That's freaking
So,
amazing.
Eric, it is amazing. I'm assuming that the challenges helped tone kind of like you kind of like got in. You thought it was thing, but now you able based on those clues were able to say, "Hey, I'm going to make an educated guess based on number 1 the challenges and number 2 what I'm tasting, or vice versa, what I'm tasting and then the challenge."
Exactly. If we would have ranked these and then you're like, does anybody have any bottle guesses? I probably would have had no bottle guesses. I might have called Stag like potentially as the only one. But yeah, those questions help to like narrow some of the stuff down for sure.
Yeah, but let's call it like it is. That wasn't just good. That was
Oh no. Andy's still here. Oh no.
Guess he just popped that pill.
Don't mind the voice behind the green curtain.
There it is. Well done. I think it's pretty impressive, Eric. I think you've earned your spot at giving us a little bit of a. Come on, talk to everyone. What do you think about this wonderful blind that you did? And
God damn.
what do you think?
Well, first of all, thanks to Christopher David for putting this together.
Yes.
Super generous amongst the whiskey community. Very knowledgeable. I mean, look at these pours. He's sending out Stag Juniors, Four Gates, all kinds of crazy whiskey right now. The challenge was super fun. I thought tasting through it and ranking them was interesting. And then when he threw the questions up, that was like, holy shit! Like, not along the lines of what I was thinking for sure. So I had a ton of fun with it. I would guess that everybody here did, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's why I like doing this. When Chris, you did this, we did actually this about a year ago, I guess, with me and Andy. And I said, let's do this again. I really like how you rank them first, and then you get an idea. And Eric, you killed it. I would have never have done that, but Joe, you had some things that you liked, and
Yeah, I got so much wrong though, man. I got to keep practicing here. This is ridiculous.
no, you didn't have anything wrong.
I still think Chris sent his answers to Eric to make us look like idiots.
First of all, it's not.
I mean, it's working. It's working. He's making me look like a freaking idiot.
No, Joe, take away. What did you like
pretty
most?
sure it's not the answers doing that, Joe.
By the way,
That's
no,
true. That's true.
no, Kathy, come back. Gosh darn it. Any Patreon members, there's a link in the Patreon to come join us. We have another hour to kill here, or we can just end it, or we can keep going.
That's no fun.
That's no fun.
No, we still have whiskey in our glass, Todd. I assume that you.
Although I
still
drank
have
them
some,
quite
like-
quickly. Joe, so your favorite was the Old Line.
Yeah, which is really surprising. I've never had Old Line. I got one bottle
Joe,
of it. I never
I
even
have
touched
that bottle. Well, I don't have that. Chris, you said that was a syndicate pick.
It's the Madeira.
I
The
don't have
Madeira.
that
Yes, we it's the syndicate pick, but it's a Madeira cask.
because they released their own Madeira cask finished like 2 or 3 months ago.
Correct, and you're going to get similar tasting notes from that.
I have that bottle, not your bottle, but I have that. So, Joe, whenever we get together again for a group tasting at your house, I'll bring that bottle for you to have. How's that?
Awesome.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna go buy one. Oh
Look at
shit!
Yes.
Do some
Finally.
laundry. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no.
There it is.
Look at that guy. Who's that guy? Look at that nice mullet going on. Oh,
Who wouldn't want to take that guy to prom, right, Kathy?
Kathy did not want to take me to
You know
prom.
what? Now that I'm looking at the whiskey pimp, I wish I would have.
Hey, you did, Joe. Joe, you did great. I think you had like 2 points like me. That's all good.
Oh, I got them all wrong. I got everything wrong. Like
You got
everything wrong.
I got 2 points. Well,
Well, let me ask you this: Would you guys have changed anything once you saw the bottles? So before, well, Eric, we'll have to put Eric in a master class all by himself. I'll have to give him much harder challenges. But would you, once you saw them, say Eric didn't guess the bottles, do you think you would have changed anything?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely would have, because I would have been like, oh, okay, there's a stag. Let's go look for the fruit note. You know what I mean? That I get from stag. And there's this. Let's go look for that note I get from this. So it's you know.
Yeah, I only got 2 of the 5 right off of the initial thing. So I don't know if I would have changed any. I mean, no, I would have put the old line with E for sure once it was shown.
Yeah, definitely.
I had the corn whiskey as A. What A was? What was A again?
That was Disco 9,
yeah,
but
Jesus.
the Disco 9 actually has corn in it, I believe,
so
Todd. So
there you go.
100% of it. Like,
I mean, I was down. I mean, I think I had between. Yeah. So I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know. It's so much fun to do it that way. I think that is the best way to do a blind. I love that blind. And Eric, I'm sure you'd like it now too, because you killed it. Joe,
I can see how you can do that with the Patreons, like the advent calendar. Send out some, you know what I mean?
sure.
Get like
Well, we're
5
doing that
bottles,
again.
so that way everybody can like tag along.
Hell yeah.
that-
Yeah, it was.
that's a really good idea.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
I'd donate a bottle to it.
What, for a Patreon like Aqvavitae challenge?
Yep.
That'd be really cool.
Let's
And
do
none
it.
of us know. I'll have Kathy take care of it all. My number one host. She can take care of it all. Mail it out to everybody.
Well, that's
So
good.
the hardest part is finding a unique element about the whiskey you're putting in. So if you have 25, 24 whiskeys,
Yeah.
you need to find something unique about it. Could be a proof, it could be the mash bill, but you have to find something unique that none of the other 23 to 24 whiskeys have.
You could do it as still 5 whiskeys, but with an ounce to every person, so that like 24 people could partake or whatever, right?
It's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Would probably be the easiest way to make that
Somehow
happen.
putting in the box.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
An extra pour of something. What do you? How do you do that though? I don't understand how you're gonna do that with a advent calendar. Like, how are you gonna replicate this? I mean, would we do an advent calendar? Go
If
ahead.
I'm not mistaken, Joe, were you saying do something similar to the advent calendar where it went out to patrons, but not 24 bottles or whatever, something like that, right? Just like 5 bottles, like
5
24
bottles,
people or
24
whatever.
samples, 24 samples.
Yeah.
Send it out to everybody, and everybody opens them up. And then as you're doing your screen
as,
time,
as a group, you mean as a group?
yeah,
As
you
a
don't
group.
know.
Okay,
You
I
know
like
what I mean?
that.
Do like a
Yeah.
patron only live stream or something like that, and whoever wants to be on screen
Yeah,
can be on screen, and
I
whoever
love
wants to follow along in the chat and just all drink together. And
and give
Yeah.
their answers.
somebody sober would have to total up the points,
Yeah.
though, for
I don't know
sure.
who would do that, but
I think you just let people guess on their own. I mean, you don't worry about
Not it.
totaling points.
I
and
will
Yeah,
everything.
you can do it.
volunteer. I will volunteer to be sober because I'm never gonna drink online again like I did on Dan's stream a couple weeks ago.
I will say this, Eric, that was pretty impressive. Chris, when you heard him say those, you must have been pretty floored that he nailed 4 of the 5.
So everyone that watches Dan's stream as well, when he says a poker face is very hard, as soon as he started rattling them off, and I'm like, I can't even have like a flinch in my face. I'm going to start giving this away. Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, he's like rattling them off, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Now he's like, I'm just going to take a guess that it's disco something, and I'm like, oh geez.
And then the Master Journey Dancing Goat up, yep.
Yep.
This sounds like an old line to me, something old line up, yep. This is a Stag Junior, yep. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, Eric, I have to mail you Joe's pimp costume now. You've now earned
Well,
that
hold
right.
on. These
He's
guys.
a king. He's a king. He needs like a Burger King hat. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I'm going to take us down. This is what's going to happen. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Not you. How do I do this? I wanted it to just be these two. How do I? Oh, hold on.
Technical difficulty.
This is why we need Andy.
Go figure.
Now we're talking. Two best looking people in Whiskey Tube right here.
That's right.
Jesus.
Did Todd give you guidelines on what to talk about?
Yes, you guys are the whiskey pimps. Come on. What the heck?
He's not a pimp. I'm a pimp. He's got to claim his own thing. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you guys were
He should
together.
be the Whiskey King.
You guys should do
He
something.
has the beard for it and all. You could see him if he had like the crown, little staff.
You guys should do
I
this
mean, look,
together.
like he's in a dungeon right now anyway. Perfect. Whiskey King.
Oh my God. Anyway.
That is true. I'm sitting here in my stone castle.
Yes.
Oh, Andy's moving it around. There you go. There it is. That's fine. Totally good. Anyway, what's going on, Andy? How are you, Andy? You still on Oxy? All right, let's give
What
away
a question. Do you feel on Oxy?
I don't know what to
I
say.
think I'm ready to load up again.
Yeah, there you go. It's
Got to
starting
get
to
you
hurt.
on the Matt Madness there, Eric. Got to get you on Matt Madness.
Seriously.
I would need a channel, and I'm not committing to doing a channel probably ever. I don't think so.
I don't think you need a channel. You're on everybody's channel, man. It's like
You
every
know,
night you're on somebody's channel. So
you don't need that. It's all good. Eric.
Someone brought up earlier that he should square off against Cam on a blind.
Yeah, right.
Come
I'll
on.
just spread my cheeks
Eric,
now. All right.
Eric, you just did exactly what you would need to do in any challenge. That was really impressive.
Yeah, I would need to call 4 bottles to beat Cam. I'm sure. That's not going to happen.
Can I just say though, Todd and I have talked about this. I loved every single bottle up there, but I'm not a huge 4-gate guy. Even though I like it, I don't love it. I think it's overpriced. It was the only one you didn't get, which I thought was ironic because I haven't had a bottle yet that just blew me away.
Here's the thing, especially with 4-gate moving up to like 250 category. Like, what the hell? Like, what?
That's for some of those finishings, like the Mizunor, which I think Chris Luddick, who's like a ambassador for them, said that they paid $6,000 a piece for the 2 barrels to finish the two Mizunora barrels that they needed to make that run. So I mean, there's definitely cost involved in what 4-gate does, because sometimes they're finishing in multiple barrels, like 2 different finishes for one whiskey. So I mean, it's whether you appreciate it enough to think that it's worth the price, but there's definitely cost involved in making that product.
Oh no,
sure.
I don't dislike it. It just hasn't stood out to me amongst the sea of other really good stuff I've tried. Who knows?
The only ones that stand out are those what are they called? The Kelvin collaborations, I believe.
Yeah.
Kelvin collaborations.
Isn't it?
Those stand out, but you have to like finished whiskey. I mean, that's all they do is finished whiskey. Other than this rye. So this rye was one of their only releases. They had a few, but that was an unfinished whiskey.
But Chris, they're 240 now, 250. Like that's like
oh come on.
Joe,
We're gonna hear you complain about price. Are you serious?
I am never going to open my mouth about price when you see the bottles right over there and you see all 4 of them. I will never open my mouth about price.
And by the way, we will be doing all together again. We'll get together. It's Whiskey Pimp, Eric, myself, Andy, Chris. We're doing a blind and Justin from All of You will be joining us. Maryland Heritage Series single barrel of the ryes, right, Chris? There's 4 ryes.
Can I share something we talked about?
Yes, you certainly can.
There is samples over here ready. If you are a Patreon, that I would like you guys to do a raffle for Patreons to have someone come in. So the samples are ready to go.
Oh, Jesus.
We did talk about this. You might have forgotten.
We did. We would love another Patreon member to come in and do a blind of the single barrels of the 4 rye Maryland Heritage Series whiskeys, which are 14-year-old MGP ryes that are actually one of the best out there this year, I think. Chris, am I wrong on that?
They're all phenomenal. I mean, they're
amazing.
Yeah.
So if you're a Patreon member, we'll get a giveaway. So become. Not only you have Still Austin single barrel pick, but there you go, Chris. Yeah, way to sell that. Nobody's come on yet. It's okay.
Once again, thank you, Chris. Because if I went out and actually bought that, I would have to vacate my house into the garage.
Oh, Joe, don't act like you don't. I don't want to hear this. Whiskey Pimp buys the big. He went through a time there, like 3-4 months ago, where he was buying every allocated bottle that came to Maryland. He's like saying, "Look what I got! Look what I got! Look what I got! Look what I got!" I don't want to hear that, man.
My hopes
Yeah,
were
and
doing good.
Every
You're
time he comes
producing.
home, he's like, "Okay, this is my birthday gift. This is my Christmas." So
Yeah.
he's all for birthdays and Christmases up to 2032.
I
I
don't
think.
want to hear that, Whiskey Pimp.
Okay.
Yeah. So look at your background, Joe. Look what I let you do to our basement.
Well,
It's a green screen.
I mean, I think it looks phenomenal.
I do too.
mean,
Yeah.
you just need to have more people over. The house takes 15% off that table, is what I'm thinking.
That's true. You're right.
Chris has won a bunch of money here, boy.
Hey, Andy, when are we guys? When can we get together for another Patreon meetup at the Graves household?
Well,
Craps
Maryland-
games at the Graves is awesome.
It is awesome.
Now that Maryland lacrosse lost and we don't have lacrosse anymore, sooner than later.
Oh, are we saying August now? Are we looking for
we were
August?
going to be at
Is
lacrosse.
it August? Is it August? We're going to try to do that.
Well, I mean, probably.
August. All right. Amy Boehm, the invite's still there. Amy, and actually, I shouldn't say that. Joe, it's your house.
Todd's just inviting everybody to our house.
Joe,
That's how I got invited. Todd invited me on a live stream to your house.
It's a 210 meetup in my house. Todd, are you cleaning before and after?
I will, Joe. If you
I'm
make,
gonna put our address in the Patreon for anybody that wants to show up.
that's true. I can help that. I mean, come on.
Yeah, the lost and found at our house after everybody leaves is pretty phenomenal.
No, man.
That's true.
All right. Anybody who is a Patreon member, put one in the chat now. We're going to give away a Jepson single barrel story time. It's the port night, whole bottle. Giving it to you guys. Put a one now and I'll put it in and we'll give away some bourbon. Andy, how you doing there, buddy?
Living the dream, buddy. Living
the dream. You're not hurting yet?
I feel like shit, Todd.
Yeah, he said he was hurting. He was going to take the oxy to try to alleviate the pain.
That's right. All right. You guys can talk. I'm trying to enter names. I can't do.
Oh, wait, hold on. You're entering names. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Stop.
Let's
There we go.
I want everyone watching, everyone in the chat to know that I have offered to put a program where it records what you type in, so Todd doesn't need to go and type everyone's
I don't know
name.
how to yeah, I will do that. What are you talking about?
It's so much more fun to watch him do it this way, though, because
It'd be great if you could like call out the names. Can you call out the names? I have Chris David, Joe Graves, Kathy Graves, Chris, Eric Desmarais, and then you can go from there. People on the channel.
who'd you say that to?
Right, Andy, can you do one thing?
Did you say it to me? Where'd you leave off there?
The 4 people that are on panel.
All right, hold on, Dicky Lipshits.
Matt J.
Matt,
You ready,
thank
Matt
you.
J?
Thank you.
JG, JAC, Evan Day, Shauna Marie, Saucy Shane, Sugar Kitty, Heartsight, JH,
Okay.
David Bays,
Babies.
Kathy Graves,
I already.
James Urich,
You're
Urich,
What?
Urias.
You're
That's it's a real name, Todd. It's on here.
bad.
Are you a Patreon, James?
I don't know.
Give you
he's
a
our
second to
neighbor.
sign
I
up.
think he's our neighbor. He's been at the.
He's our neighbor.
Here's your neighbor. Yeah, keep going, Andy.
Okay, all right. Prescription bourbon.
I'm just DMC. It's easier.
Way to abbreviate. Richie Z.
Rich A, brand new Patreon member. Andy, we got no new Patreon members. It's because you're not on panel.
That makes perfect sense. Whiskey Wars.
Whiskey Wars. I'm gonna put in. I'll put up Wash Up Slash because he's good too.
Whatever makes you happy, little fella. Oreo cookie.
Oreo.
Mr. Great Shot. Amy Boehm. Mash and Metal. William Hall.
Yep.
Mark Bass.
Yep.
Jimmy's random content.
Ojisan.
Okay, Maya, Balz.
Shut up, Andy. Shut up, Andy. God damn it.
Did you get that last one?
My balls itch. Is that what it is?
You got Phil. Phil.
Phil McCracken.
Uh-huh.
All right, I got
What are you
24.
asking?
Here's
And one
what I
more.
got. What?
Amanda, hug and kiss.
That's not that bad, Andy. Christopher David, Joe Graves, Kathy Graves, Eric Desmarais, Matt J, JAC, JG, Shauna, Saucy Shane, Sugar Kitty, Heartsight, JH, David Bays, James, DMC, Richie Z, Whiskey Wars, Washed Up Slashed, Oreo. Where's Sarah, by the way? Isn't Sarah? Sarah's not watching anymore. That sucks.
She is.
I don't hear her name on this.
She's probably doing dishes.
Oreo, Mr. Great Shot, Amy, William Hall, Mark Mace, and Ojisan.
Sarah's here. Put her in.
Where's Sarah? I don't hear Sarah.
You know what? She's definitely not doing dishes. I've been to her house. It's
All right, so
there's
Andy,
crap everywhere.
If I win, I'll give it to Sarah.
There you go.
She's here. See, Joe James is her
He's here.
Patreon. They just have one.
I thought they had two.
They're broke. They can't afford it.
I think they have two. I'm pretty sure they have two. Oh, maybe not. All right, whatever. I could be wrong. I have no idea at this point.
James is her pimp.
Oh, all right. James is here. All right, James,
Yeah,
you're the pimp. All right, let's bring this up. What's going on? What just happened? Present. Share screen.
You didn't crash the whole stream, Todd. So
What'd I do?
we're still doing good.
Don't jinx it.
I'm now.
I'm surprised he doesn't write names on lotto balls and spin the
Hold
thing
on.
around and put his hand in
I'm
there.
frozen. I'm
Joe,
frozen
that would
right
be
now.
awesome.
I'm frozen. I'm frozen. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
we-
hear you.
And just like that. Now I'll put it on him, and he can talk, but he can't.
Gee, Eric. I mean, come on. You had to say something.
Unbelievable. It's there you go, folks.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
He's just a big dumb animal.
I'm seriously frozen.
Yes, you are.
Baxter, blink twice if you're in Milwaukee.
God damn it, Andy.
What's great is that we can still hear you, but we can't see you.
No, this is bullshit. Andy screwed me up here.
I
No, that's worse. I'd rather see him and not hear him.
The power Andy has remotely to screw Todd is amazing.
Why is that over my face?
Kathy, you're on here too.
Jesus.
Oh, that's just everybody. Okay, well, Todd's gone.
Wrong one.
Now we got a show guy.
So should we just pick a name without him? That would be awesome.
Yeah, actually,
James
would be kind of
Eric.
funny.
This is a great blind. If you guys didn't subscribe to 21090 to get this blind for $3, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, what they give away in Patreon is probably one of the most generous channels with their giveaways in all of WhiskeyTube, first of all. And then they're gonna drop a freaking Still Austin pick that was vetted by Nancy the Nose Fraley. And for $4 a month, you could get in there, get that pick, and pretty much every week have a shot at winning free whiskey on the rigged wheel. They could still be rigged for you. It's like a no-brainer.
I
Just
feel
like
like
that
I should, be
thing.
playing, I should be playing Sarah McLachlan in the background for that speech.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
And it's almost full bottles of whiskey that they give away as well.
Hey,
Right.
Eric, what did Todd and Andy eat for dinner tonight? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
man.
By the way, I also want to say in tonight's giveaway, Joe will be giving away a pair of those glasses. He has a backup pair that he will be giving away to the winner. So if you want to look like this, if this is what you aspire to in life, you
Goddamn
too
right.
can
Joe,
have
I
Joe-
so would wear that to a Ravens game. So don't let him talk you down.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm not.
I look way
I'm
better
not.
than Andy. I look like half of the people Andy likes. You know what I mean? All these
That's
80
true.
metal guys. I look
He
like
looks
them
like-
right now.
He looks like Steel Panther.
I do. I'll take it. I'll take
I love it.
You know
Mr.
whose channel
Defense might
doesn't
not
have a
be
problem,
or
right?
Captain Defense might not be happy with you this year.
You know whose channel doesn't have a problem, right? These guys right here. Right there.
Is that Mark Madness in the background?
No, that's the Bourbon Junkies.
Oh. I thought it was Pat Madness. I couldn't remember.
What's Todd doing?
He hasn't called you yet, Andy.
He hasn't even called. I can hear him swearing. It just subliminally, I can hear him swearing.
God damn it, Andy!
Andy, I pulled up the wheel, and then it froze my screen. Everybody can hear me, but nobody can see me, and they can't see the wheel.
The kids are nothing. The kids are downloading everything. What's going on?
Yeah, he's not going to be
Life
happy.
is on
with all.
Netflix.
Chandeliers falling from the ceilings.
If you guys
here
want
he is
to
on
do
text.
this,
He says he's
hey,
coming back up.
Okay.
is he trying to get back on?
Yeah.
We use that word trying loosely.
I'll guarantee you, Chris, if I read the names, we could probably put together just one to whatever it was and just randomly pick it. You could probably do this in 2 seconds, couldn't you?
Yeah, probably.
You want to do that? Just to
No, half the fun of this is waiting for Todd to come back up,
you realize he's going to
give
have
a speech about what happened, and then see
he's gonna have
the
to put
stream
them all in
crash
again.
after he spins the wheel. Like,
Yeah. He's going to come back up and he'll have no mic.
The question whether I can do it, yes. Do I want to do it? Absolutely not. But you reading those names off was hysterical.
Well, I'm glad I could add some small piece to this wonderful stream tonight because Eric, you absolutely kicked ass tonight. You crushed it.
You cheated.
He didn't cheat.
Todd said, "I'm coming back up. I can see you all."
Joe, I'm just on testosterone, not anything else, man.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Whiskey tasting is not professional sports.
Okay. All right. Todd said he can hear us.
That's
How's
a
that
good
helping
start.
us, Todd?
How can you hear us when you're frozen, Todd?
Do you want to say hi or not?
Only this channel. Oh, look at that. Kathy, you don't kiss me like that.
Absolutely not.
Son of a bitch.
Not in that outfit.
She won't even be in the same room with you in that outfit, Joe. Come on.
Hey, Kathy, Nina said she wouldn't kiss him in that outfit either. Or if I was wearing it.
Well, when Kathy was on Dusty
That's
Dave,
why I like
she was this outfit. She was that hammer.
Oh yeah, when I start like touching my face, that's when I gotta go. If I start kissing the pimp and touching my face, it's all done.
All the Patreon members are like, "What the hell?" man?
Medicine time. Be back in a few. You guys have fun.
Oh, did he leave? Just leave the stream up to us?
I guess so.
That is amazing.
Yep, it's up. It's gonna be you guys for a couple minutes.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
This might.
voice from above, you take the wheel.
Look at Sarah.
Joe?
Look at Sarah, Kathy. Our idiot neighbor just said, "Where'd Todd go?" Is she watching this stream?
I don't know. I've been trying not to wear my glasses because I look better without them, so I can't read the comments. Okay.
So I sent those samples of that Maryland Heritage, those single barrels to you guys. Did you taste them? Or
No.
you just saving them?
No, I was waiting for when we go live.
Yep, I'm
That
saving
should-
them.
that should be fun. I've done them blind, and I have my favorite. Let's see if it comes out again.
Yeah,
They're all
that's real interesting to
ridiculously
do it a
good.
second time. Yeah,
But I'm
because even if
hoping
it doesn't come
Joe,
out like exactly the same, you would figure that probably your top two are going to be like still your top two, right?
So I took my favorite out of that, and I blinded it with my Booker's Rye, my Handy up there, and my other one, I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been an Old Carter, and it came in third.
So I would have to imagine the Booker's Rye came in first.
Yeah.
Yeah. What,
But
I'm
they were
curious
all
then what
really
came in
close.
second.
I had to go back and forth. They were all really close.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that's how good the Maryland those single barrels are. But
Yeah.
you can kind of tell it's MGP. Like you can tell it's, that it's a Booker's product. If Wild Turkey's Rise, you can tell it's a Wild Turkey product. You kind of get those notes. You kind of get those notes for Jack Daniels. Oh, the Jack Daniels was the fourth that I put in there. The
Okay.
the LA.
Yeah, it was
Um,
Booker, yeah.
So you kind of can tell it's an MGP product, but they're still so good. I'm gonna drink through them.
I don't think there's anything wrong with an MGP product. I'm going to put that out there. I'm a big fan of MGP bourbon and rye.
No, I love them. It's just you kind of can tell the characteristics when you kind of can taste the notes. That's all.
Yeah.
I asked Kathy the other day to go down and get me a handy, and she smacked me across the face.
Shut the fuck up. Hey,
Kathy, my wife is also in finance. She's an accountant as well. And I don't look at money. I own my own business. But she looks at all the receipts and she goes, you know how much you spent? And I go, nope, I don't care. So don't bring it up.
Yeah, please don't tell me.
I definitely relate to you if Joe's spending money too. So I think that's funny.
It's not funny, Chris, because she probably has half our money in an offshore account. She's just waiting until our kids turn 18 and she's leaving me. Which might be a good thing. I don't know. I got a stable of them. Yeah. You just replace them. That's all.
Well, leaving you is better than killing you.
I never thought I'd be the talent on this show tonight. I should have just streamed it from my house. Todd's losing his mind. He's gonna be red when he comes back. He's gonna be all red.
I mean, I do think it's hysterical that we are on someone else's stream, and then it's just we run the show.
Todd, can we even hear you? Can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
There he is.
Fuck me.
No.
Todd, it's not as bad as when you and Andy went on with
start, everyone look at how red Todd is.
Yeah.
Just like Joe said.
Jesus Christ.
What happened, Todd?
I don't fuck. Bring up the wheel and hell, my rabbit computer can't handle it. I guess I don't know what the fuck.
You still working on that Macintosh or something?
What?
Do you upgrade your computer? What's going on?
Really not.
Your son's channel runs better than yours, man.
No shit. No shit.
Yeah, we watch his channel.
God damn it!
I just sat and watched the whole birthday party this weekend.
Oh yeah, there you go. He
happy belated birthday to him.
He did all that. He's 9 years old, by the way. Well, he's now 10.
I just kept sitting there saying, God, his dad spends $800 every day on whiskey, and you get like a $20 Lego set. He bastard.
He got my first Oreo game, though.
Yes, you saw that, Chris. There you go.
Yeah, I watched it too.
I saw it. He
was not happy we were losing. We
I heard that.
We scored 0 runs. They had but we're going back. They had so much fun. We're going back June 11th. So there you go.
He saw Otani though. That home run was ridiculous.
No, he didn't see Otani. We went Sunday. We saw the Pirates, and it was 4-0.
When they struck out the Orioles 18 times.
Correct. Yeah. That sucks. For my,
I was thinking last night. I'm so salty about last night
because Todd's taping, and he goes right to him, and he goes, "We're losing, Dad."
Yeah, we're losing. Dad.
That's right.
We had we were striking out like every time we got off the bat. Like, don't worry, we're gonna hit it. It's shit. All right, share the screen. Hey, can you guys see that? Any new Patreon members after that? I'm sure we got a lot of them after I went off the air. Sure guys, we have a still Austin single barrel pick. There you go. Anyway, all right. Thank you guys. Let's spin the wheel for the Jepson's Storytime Port Night. Full bottle. Who wants it? Good bottle right there. All right, shuffle. Can you guys see it? I can't tell if you can see it or not. No,
if Eric wins this, I'm never ever doing your show again.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. It's rigged. It's rigged. Tonight's rigged if Eric wins this.
What if
Eric and I had the talk? We couldn't have you win again, Joe.
What if you win, Joe?
What did I win?
Joe, it's the win.
Joe, you win often.
Yeah, you do win.
I don't win that much.
Joe.
I don't win that much.
Andy highlighted William Hall, and I can't. That was a while ago. Jesus Christ, Andy. Well, I can't get him off. Let's do that. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, let's get away at Jepson's and then see who wins it. From Storytime.
Oh, fuck, there's no way.
Oh,
now it's going to JH.
JH.
Almost. It was almost.
That's what happens every week. I'm like 1 or 2 off every week.
There it is. All right. So you know what? I got to give something else away in addition to what should I give away for the? I mean, should we give away some Marin Heritage single barrels? I only have 2. Well, actually, I'll have 3 tomorrow.
Are you getting another one?
I'm picking up Andy's because he can't move for the next 3 weeks.
I'm gonna make a call. I might jump in the middle of that one.
No, you're not. I've already talked to. No. Michael Dow, I just missed you. I'm sorry. I don't think he was on that. Michael Dow, you're a Patreon member, and I missed that. Damn it.
Should give away your computer.
Yeah, nobody wants that. I'll do this. I'll give away some Still Austin Nancy picks samples. How's that? I will add at least 2, maybe 3 Still Austin Nancy picks. Which, by the way, our barrel came from her selection. Like she told we got like where she would pick from. So, just saying, if you want to become a Patreon member, that's where it's at. Anyway, anybody wants to give them that? Let's give away some more whiskey. So, Chris, what do we have for tonight? What with the 5 in our blind? It was me and Todd ready.
Number 1, Bardstown Discovery. Number 9, which is a blend of 4 different whiskeys. I think it's like it's Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and I think Canadian. I don't know the amount. A 4-gate, which is like I think this was new. It was like 180, but this is batch 13. It's 100% rye, 8-year-old. Which is a great age statement for rye.
Oh, yeah.
The Dancing Goat corn whiskey. So if you've seen Dan's review, he loved this thing. I'm on the fence, but it is really, really, really good. 8-year-old, 100% corn whiskey from the Mash and Drum.
Was that C?
That was C.
Yeah,
D was Stag Junior, batch 14, and I am able. I have to put labels on my stuff.
Chris, hold on. Chris, what was your rankings? What did you have? You didn't talk about this.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was about to say something, and all of a sudden you froze.
Sorry. Yeah. Thank you, Chris, for bringing that back up.
Number 1 was Stag. Number 2 was the 4-gate. I'm a sucker for rye.
All right.
3 was the Old Line. 4 was Bardstown, and then the Dancing Goat was 5 for me.
Wow, 5 for you. Okay,
That's why I had it at 5 as well.
There you go. See, it's all. That's why Aqvavitae is good.
And then the Old Line pick in Madeira is.
Let me ask you this.
I'm running
You guys mentioned Old Line though. If we did a pick of that, nobody would buy it though, right?
Nope. They so I've done 4 picks with Justin and George from Allview and Drug City, and the only one that moved was the 100% distilled in Maryland, bottled in Maryland, and it was the first pick ever that went through that maturation. So it was distilled and then 100% matured in Maryland.
Right.
And most of the Maryland Bourbon Society bought the barrel.
Right.
So that was the only one that moved. The other ones, because people just don't know how good it is. But Andy talks left and right about how good they have a port finish, they have a sherry finish, they have a Madeira finish, they have a rum, they have.
The port finish is amazing.
So you do get American single malt notes throughout. Obviously, it's an American single malt. So if you like American single malts, it's phenomenal. It's very good. I hope it catches on like Sagamore caught on within rye whiskey. So people started tasting it. They were like, "Wow, Sagamore's doing some really good things."
Thanks,
it's delicious. I'm hoping that American single malt gets more popular, which it is. The next year to 2, I think American single malt is going to explode. I'm hoping Old Line is going to be right there. I'm hoping that they're one of those distilleries that we can get in early and then have really good stuff, because their stuff is delicious. If you, again, like I said, a lot of stuff in this room is malt based. It's all Scotch. So I'm a sucker for American single malts. You giving samples of those? You know you owe me samples of those.
I know. Yes, I know. I owe you samples of those. Jesus Christ. I will add in actually we will have 3 samples of the Sherwood, Sherbrooke, and Mount Vernon single barrels.
Oh, good God! Can I?
I will do pours of that as well into this giveaway. Once I pick up tomorrow the Mount Vernon. Thank you, Andy, for paying for that. Well, actually, you owe me for that. And then we'll have 3. Because in a few weeks we will do this blind again with the whiskey pimp Eric Desmarais. Well, Chris, you won't probably be able to do it blind. Well, you'll be kind of like.
Why can't I do it blind?
He can still do it blind. His letters just won't line up with ours.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just give them to my son, and I'll say, "Hey, these are the letters.
Yes.
Write your own letters down, switch them up, and give me a key."
These are amazing, guys. This is 14-year-old MGP rye. It's amazing stuff. So
well, they're also honey barrels. Those are
the honey barrels.
They're ridiculous.
And I'll have the Mount Vernon tomorrow, so I'll send them out with the rest. Chris, you'll send out this amazing Aqvavitae blind. Guys, do we love this blind? No, hold on. Whiskey Pimp, Joe. It was still fun to do, right? It's fun. Right? There's no pressure.
It's okay. I mean,
why? What's wrong?
You know, if Andy was here and not you, it'd probably been better. But
Well, that's
I
the
agree with
first time
that,
we've ever
Joe.
heard
I
that.
agree.
Wait, what?
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was a great time. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it. Kathy, get off the stream. Go do
No,
dishes.
Kathy is like the shining star. Look at us ugly folks. Come on, it's Kathy. Look at her.
My personal opinion, it was going exactly as planned. I could see some question marks.
Yeah.
We had different favorites. We had reverse of orders in regards to favorites.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then Eric came through with his whiskey
Well,
savant nose and palate, I guess, and just named everything off and says, dun, dun, dun. This challenge is over. So, Eric, that was phenomenal. So next time we do it, when you say, hey, can I guess the bottles? I'm going to say, no, you cannot, Eric.
No.
You cannot guess the bottles.
You can guess them. Just text them to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Eric, I will be buying a crown on Amazon and sending it to you, and you're going to wear it every stream.
Yes.
I love the Burger King crown idea. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, we're going to go to Burger King. We're going to go to Burger King and get a crown and send it up to them.
All right. As long as it's a Burger King crown and not something that you actually paid money for, I'll be happy to wear it.
Nice. That's and like probably, guys. When can you come back on again? It's like so. Next week is Sugar Kitty with the Scotch blinds. Are we doing this in 2 weeks, or are we not doing this? What's the deal here? Let's get this nailed down.
I think I'm fine for
in 2
whatever
weeks.
you guys choose.
What do you
It's
think?
always free on Tuesday nights.
All right, 2 weeks. It's going to be the Maryland Heritage Series. We'll get Justin on from the All View and maybe even George. We'll see if we can get George. But Justin's already in. We just gotta give him the date, and it'll be a fun night, guys. That's like kind of the culmination of the Maryland Heritage Series. I think it's like it's been a 1.5-year journey of this. It's one of our, it's local. It's amazing juice, and let's do it right. Andy,
All
you
right,
still
Venus,
there?
I'm signing off for tonight. I am tired and I am drugged up and I need to go to bed.
Why are you still here?
No, because I was helping you guys out and I enjoyed the stream. It was fun. Y'all did a great job.
Andy, well done. Andy, well done. I'm glad you're okay. And will we see you next week on stream or no? Are you going to?
Yeah, it should be fine for next week.
There you go. All right. Well, Andy, thank you for joining us.
Feel better.
Thank you. And Chris, good job setting everything up. Eric, way to rock it. Joe, you look fantastic. And Kathy, love you as always.
What about me, Andy?
Good night, Todd.
Good night, Andy.
No, I love you most of all, Scarecrow. You're all right.
Scarecrow.
All right. See you.
All right. Let's give away some whiskey, guys. All right. I'm going to bring it up. Last chance. The 5 whiskeys that Chris put in our Aqvavitae blind. And I'm going to give away 1 ounce pour of each of the 3 Maryland Heritage Series. But we'll have 4 next in 2 weeks, though, Chris, because you also have which one do you have? The PBR or
Everyone that's a patron.
Oh, fuck! Look at this.
You're going to do some sort of drawing. This is on you, Todd. You're going to do some sort of drawing.
Yes, I will do that. Next week
through
I'll do
Patreon.
Yes.
And then you're gonna select a winner, and I'm gonna send those samples to one random Patreon winner.
Yes.
And they're going to
get 1 ounce.
They can come on with us, or they can do it not on camera.
Correct.
But they're going to be able to taste blind with us as we taste through the 4 Maryland Heritage Series single barrel
Rise, which are, guys, these are like they're $325 bottles.
Good God.
They're more than that. But it's nice if you put it that way.
You're going to have to remind Todd of this tomorrow.
You can get a weekend with a girl for that, Todd.
Hey, well, you know what? I'd rather have my whiskey.
I mean, you get the Aqvavitae I was talking about. She's hot. $300.
Coming in hot, Jack. Thank you. I love it. All right, so Sauce, you're in this blind. You're in that. So there you go. It's going to be. It's honestly, I think the Sherwood is my favorite. I've only tried 2 of them. I love them both. They're different. They are different, though. That's the interesting thing here is they don't follow the suit. Although this does follow a little bit on the single bear, the small batch of Sherwood. But I haven't tried the PBR or what is it called? What is
BEP,
it?
right?
Whatever the hell it is.
PBR is beer.
Who's from Maryland? Raise their hand.
Sorry. And and then the shit, and then the Mount Vernon. So I haven't had those two, but probably the first time I have them. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna buy Andy's Mount Vernon tomorrow from Justin, and I'm gonna do a quick review short for this channel, so I'll have it. But anyway, let's give it away. You guys can talk amongst yourself. I have to load the wheel up again.
Oh shit!
So it's a winner take all. One
Here we
winner
go.
wins all of it.
Oh,
Here we
well,
go.
Andy, you want to do two? You can do two things. What do you think, Chris? We do two things, like one for the Aqvavitae and then one for the. What should we do?
Yeah.
Your giveaways next week, or do you want to do it this week? You want to do it this week?
It's not my giveaway. It's 21090's giveaway through Patreon.
Correct.
Right.
But
So-
tonight, split them up. Do those two samples and do so. Have two winners.
All right, so we'll do two winners. We'll do the Aqvavitae challenge winner, and then I will have 3 of the Maryland Heritage Series, and you guys can do that. The only thing you won't have is the PBR. Next
On
week,
the BEP.
I could send a sample.
there you go. So there you go. So
Andy, I take back everything I ever said about you not being, on this channel. How you're not worth it. Just like to say that now.
what'd you say, Chris? What?
What? It's not Chris. It's me.
What are you're talking about? Me?
Yeah. Just spin the wheel so you can freeze again. Let's go.
So hold on before we start. So
Wait.
the first spin is for all the samples that we just tasted tonight.
Correct.
The second spin will be for what's going to be now all 4
Oh,
1
man.
ounce samples of the Maryland Heritage
You're
Series.
the man, Chris.
Todd, before you load the wheel, I just want to say we'll
Yes.
see you in like 5 to 10, buddy.
What I do? What? Oh yeah, that's right. Exactly. As I thank you.
You know what? Hey, Joe and Eric and Kathy, you know what I should drink tonight?
What's that?
Todd's
the
sample he
sample
left
he
in
left
the
in your
Uber.
car.
Oh, yes, do it.
Yeah, do it. It's the George C. Stag.
I have it up on the shelf.
Go get it. Open that up. Do it. That's appropriate. That was the Uber. I thought I took an Uber driver home.
His Uber.
Oh yeah, for the next 21090 meetup, Todd, aren't you going to talk about how Chris is going to be the Uber for everybody?
Well,
Yeah. Putting out our address and give everybody Chris's number for the Uber.
Hold on. I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
Sort of. You did a little bit. Hey, can you pick Amy up? Can you pick this person up? Can you pick this person up? And I had no problem with. I'm friends with everybody. I wanted
No, I
to
think
pick
I
them up.
asked
It was how you presented it.
Listen, I might have invited more than one. I didn't give your address though. I did invite people. I didn't give your address. I may have invited 3 or 4 people, but listen.
We don't mind.
See.
We don't mind.
Hey, Whiskey Pimp, I thought you had like a harem. Come on now.
Yeah, my ladies.
Oh, what are you saying? You don't need customers?
That's a good point.
Joe,
Todd.
if
Thank you.
if you
Good
want some
point.
ladies, I can have some people help me with the dishes. And
Old
the
Crow
laundry.
47. Amy's not here anymore, sure, Kitty. We're not playing that. So there you go. He's gone. He's on La La Land. All right, let's give some shit away. Chris, what are we giving away again? I can't remember.
What do you have left in your sample glasses, Todd?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Zero.
Okay.
left.
Nothing.
Barnstown, 4 Gate, Dancing Goat, Stag Junior Batch 14, and an old line.
All right, here we go. So that's the first giveaway is the Aqvavitae challenge that we did tonight, which was fantastic.
The
Thank
Stag
you.
Junior is good.
I
Yeah.
got Andy a birthday gift shirt specifically for this situation we're in right now.
Hold on. No, Chris,
I know he hasn't worn it yet.
He hasn't worn it.
hold on. I think this is one of the better streams, actually.
Oh,
No?
I didn't mean to say Stag Junior. This Stag
It is
is
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Thank you, Dan. You gave us a sample. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I take exception to that, there, Joe. I think this is a good stream. I'm going to cut you out. Let's get him out of here. You didn't think it was a good stream? He can leave.
Or we could solo them.
What do you think? You gonna leave?
Hey.
No, I can't do that to you. You're so cool. All right, let's go. Let's give away some Aqvavitae. Good luck, everybody. It's really quiet all of a sudden. Why
It's
is
gonna
that?
come up, Eric. It's gonna come up, Eric. Everybody knows it.
We'll
I
shuffle
didn't-
one. We'll
I
shuffle
didn't super
twice.
Did
chat,
Eric
so-
even put a super chat in?
Nope.
No, he doesn't do it.
It'll still come up, Eric.
I'm still winning.
First of all, he's already got. Well, he's already drank these, and he has next week's one as well. So, there you go. Aqvavitae. William Hall. William Hall. I like
Wow,
Nice.
congrats.
William
Congrats.
Who won the Jepson, by the way? Who won the Jepsons?
JH.
You're a mess.
Who won?
J.
JH.
I gotta write this stuff down, man.
Yeah, because you'll forget.
I will.
You need a secretary.
Is William Hall a Patreon member?
Yes, he is. He is.
Nice. All right. So
Yeah.
I will text you tomorrow, Todd, and I will get
Yep.
his info.
Yep. William Hall is a Patreon member, and he won the Aqvavitae challenge.
Congrats, William.
All right, now for the Maryland Heritage Series blind, which will come 3 from us and the PBR. I don't know. What is it called, Chris?
PBR.
BPR.
BPR. BPR is going to go to someone who wins this.
It's called Natty Bow.
And we will be doing this blind in 2 weeks. Next week is Sugar Kitty with the Scotch. And next week we'll all come back together again because you guys love us so much. It's all good. Are you there? All right, let's go. All right, let's see who wins the. This is such a good. Wow, Chris, thank you.
This stag is amazing.
All right, let's go. Let's see who wins. Oh, Mr. Jig.
Nice.
Mr. Jig. Yes, Mr. Jig. Another Patreon member. He will win that. Awesome. All right, there you go. So in 2 weeks, I think we'll be doing that. So that's very good.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
That will be a lot of fun. You know what? I think the Sherwood is my favorite, but let's see what the blind says because the blind will not lie. All right.
Really? Sherwood's your favorite. Okay.
Yeah, it's the most rye forward for sure. 100%. It reminds me, although I've only had 2, Chris. I don't know. I haven't had Mount Vernon or the BPR, what the hell it's called.
No. When you say more rye forward, that's why I was shaking my head as in yes, versus like deep, dark, thick, like, just.
Listen, they're all good. I mean, it's like, who's your favorite kid? I mean, talk to me.
They are phenomenal.
Talk to me on which day it is. And
What? I can tell
When you took a break during the stream, I was telling Eric and Joe and Kathy I did blind the favorite of the Maryland Heritage Series single barrels with the Jack rye, my Booker's rye,
right,
and my Handy.
Jesus, I want to know.
I'm waiting for Joe. I'm waiting for Joe to comment on that one.
Joe's not commenting. Joe's mad.
About the handy.
Oh, I could have got you a
Joe
cheaper
wouldn't settle
handy.
for a handy.
Could have got you a cheaper handy.
What? No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there.
Andy's Todd's middle name. Or Andy's. Andy Handy.
I think it's Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely Andy's now for the next couple of weeks. I can tell you that right now.
Well, interview his wife. She'll probably tell you something different. It's been there for the last couple of months.
All right,
maybe.
enough of that. Enough of
All right,
that.
all right. I'm sorry. We're still on. Sorry.
Enough of that.
But Andy, if
Anyway.
you're not getting any, you can decline.
Oh man. Anyway, all right. Well, Chris, I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you, Chris.
absolutely.
Eric, how fun was this? Right?
I had a great time. I
Well,
always
yeah.
have a great time when I drink whiskey with you guys, though. So I mean,
Well, you also killed it, by the way, and that might have been the best. I mean, that's pretty amazing that you got 4 of the 5 bottles, which is
I just always expect to embarrass myself, and I still would have had a great time if that's what would have happened. So
that's right.
So
Me
Eric-
and Joe embarrassed ourselves, and we had a good time, right, Joe?
When Eric is included next time, I have to make the challenges much more difficult.
Wait, I thought that was pretty difficult, actually.
I thought so too, and then Eric just came and punched me straight in the nuts, and I was like, "All right, well, I guess it's not that difficult." But next time, a lot more difficult. I'm going to make it for Eric.
All right, Matt J says he needs those glasses, Joe.
These are my daughter's glasses. I had to beg and borrow to get them from her for today.
No, I had to find him in the bottom of her book bag.
The whiskey pimp has to buy his own glasses now, so I need to upgrade. And then
Yeah,
now I'm gonna.
you need to buy your own glasses.
Yeah, whatever. Eric, I'd like to thank you for that ass kicking. Haven't had an ass kicking like that in a long time. Just an ass kicking. Just obliteration. I felt like the Orioles from 2 years ago.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus. We won tonight, by the way, right?
Yes.
We did.
Okay, good.
It
Yeah.
was on the TV behind me. When the game's over, we shut it off.
I had the TV on
Losing
too.
connection.
Todd ain't paid attention.
All right. Anyway, guys, we will see you next week for Sugar Kitty. Guys, first time on our channel, like in the flesh. We will have a wonderful blind. And then in 2 weeks, we'll all come back together again and do this.
What? Freeze?
No,
Please. I'm just kidding them. Here they are. Chris, thank you for doing this, by the way. And I will send you back your samples because I know these are highly allocated. They're gone after this. There they are. Boom.
So what he's showing is it's all four of those ryes.
Yes. Hold on, I could put myself on. I could do this. I can do this. I think. There it is.
What he's also showing is 4 of his top 10 for the year.
That is true.
Because we know
That
he
is
goes for
true.
only highly allocated bottles.
That is true. I have to pick one. And
Once again, all of his top 10s are going to be allocated, Eric.
Hold on. Wait. Whoa. That's not true. I will fight you on that. That's
Those
not
are
true.
allocated. Those are allocated whiskeys.
They are.
No, they're local, as
They're local,
as Todd says,
That's
which
exactly
I completely disagree with. But
they're local. No, they are allocated. I didn't say that.
they're store picks. Remember, we went through this whole thing.
Yes.
Allocated versus store picks. Those are store picks.
Correct.
Which is harder to get than allocated.
Correct.
Christ's sakes. Jesus. Whatever.
All his stuff. It's all allocated store picks.
Why are you on my channel? Jesus, I don't know.
We still love you, but I'm just saying those bottles are hard to. You can't. I mean, a bottle of Pappy 23. It's harder to get those bottles in front of you than it is to get a bottle of Pappy 23.
Bullshit.
JG's not getting
The Pappy, all you need is money to buy it.
Bullshit.
Thank you, Eric.
You on that? I don't have that money, and I got 2 of the bottles, one on Sealbacks and one from Alvio.
Cause you're local.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you text the owner of the store that did the store pick, Todd? Is that how you got it?
Yeah. Saucy can't get that. Saucy's in Tennessee. They don't even ship. Can't get that.
Exactly. Thank you, Joe.
All right, you guys suck. All right.
Let me
No,
tell you.
I'm just saying, we need to redefine our highly allocated versus local store pick.
The Steelbacks I got like with everybody else. There was no and I
It sold out in 2 seconds.
I was quicker than everybody. I can't help that. I can't.
Somebody clip that. Please clip that.
In more ways than one. Listen, it's all good. And then secondly, Justin and all of you and George put out a screener that said, "What do you want?" Right? What did you buy from the Maryland Heritage Series? Yes, it's local. We bought them all. Chris, you're in that. Joe, I don't know where you were in that. How you missed out on these? I don't know how you missed out on the Maryland Heritage Series.
How did I miss out? Because I have
cut
a wife
off.
who tells me if I
cut
go
off.
buy a bottle of that, she'll
Because
kill me.
there's a time
Okay?
period between like when's your birthday again? When is your birthday?
October.
Yeah,
His is
from like
October.
August to like October, you were like, "This is my birthday." And every single allocated bottle that came through this area, you had.
Yep.
That's
Still
true.
not
You know,
true.
it's my
That's not
birthday.
true.
He,
It's not
That
true.
is
he
100%
has birthday gifts through
Yes.
2032 now.
100%. You were showing off all to us what you bought. So I don't want to hear that stuff at all.
To play
I
devil's
just checked
advocate,
George.
to play devil like Richie Z and
Yes.
want to say
I'm
like
sorry.
Independent Joe, they have no shot at any of these bottles.
No.
So it's all
If they were Patreon members, they would. I'm
Wow.
just saying.
samples, not bottles.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, I'm just saying. We share here. We share.
We do share.
Sharing is caring. That's what I always tell Karen when I send her to the guys' houses. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen, I get it. I'm just saying. Yes. Okay. I don't even have all 4 of them. You have. I don't have all 4 of them.
No, I know, and that's why we have another Patreon giveaway
Next week.
exactly during the week. Then
Yes.
we'll do a Patreon giveaway. So I have another person that would be able to come in
Oh,
and
yes.
do the blind
So
sample
what I'll
either
do is I
live
will
or
post on Patreon
privately.
this week what Chris is saying, and we will. Anybody who comments on that stream on
Yeah,
that
or
thread.
over, right. there.
Sorry. Whatever. No. Sorry. I will put that post on Patreon, and anybody who comments, we'll do a comment thing, not on a live stream. I will do a specific post. If you comment, you'll put in the drawing next week, and we'll give away another set for the following week where we do this blind. There you go.
that blind is going to be amazing.
Chris, if you had your druther, you've had all 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going into this, what do you think your favorite is?
Why I'm going to tell you my favorite now, I'm going to taint your...
No, I don't know what's I don't know what's what. This is a blind though. Like I don't know what one is what.
Somebody say taint.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did. Yes. Sorry, whiskey pimp. Perked up. Sorry.
My favorite by far is the Mount Vernon.
Okay. I've not had that, but all right. By far though, you say. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Chris, you
Now,
not
out of the regular releases, Chris, what was your favorite between the 3 regulars, the Mount Vernon, the Sherwood, and the Sherbrooke?
Right, William Hall.
Sherwood was number 1. Mount Vernon was number 2. Sherbrooke was number 3.
Okay.
And then the BPR was number 4.
That's exactly the same as me.
In regards to the single barrels, Mount Vernon number 1, Sherbrooke number 2, and I don't want to say by far. The Sherbrooke was very, very close. The other 2 dropped off. So the BPR and the Sherwood.
Off? I think you're crazy on that, by the way.
I think everybody in the chat is loving how we're talking about which one's their favorite, and these people they can't get them at all.
Sorry, all right.
It's like Pappy 24 from 1952 was my favorite. Then Pappy from 1934.
My favorite also. Look at Joe. It's like that's my favorite also. I'm sorry.
Christ.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, exactly,
Touché.
Joe.
Hey,
I live
Joe.
here in Maryland, Joe. I don't have it. You know why? I have a mortgage.
Hold on, Joe. Become a
have a
Patreon
car.
member. He can become a Patreon member. Get a Still Austin cash. The only Still Austin pick and whiskey tube coming to 290. And then you can win all 4 of these. I'm just saying, Joe. You could become a Patreon member and win.
Save your money, Joe.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Save your money. I'll send you something even better, Joe.
Look at this. Look at this guy.
Better.
This is the face of our Patreon membership right here.
This is the face of your whole channel.
I love him.
Okay.
I do love him. I do love
If
him.
I had a goddamn guitar, I'd be
love
rocking right now.
I do love him. I do love him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Makes the best brisket on the East Coast, I think. Pretty
Goddamn
much.
right.
Goddamn right, he's right. And there's
Everybody loves Joe's meat.
I certainly do.
Please get her off the channel.
She's not lying.
She's not lying. She's not lying. What did Amy Boehm say?
Worst weekend ever, Todd. Number 1. Okay.
What?
Maryland lacrosse loses.
Oh, they sucked all the last
You
half.
shut up.
What happened
Shut
to
up.
this team? What happened?
Number 2. the
Josh
Orioles
got
won.
hurt. He couldn't
Yeah,
play. That's what
is he not? Is he done? He's not playing anymore.
No, he's
He'll
playing again.
come back next spring. Yeah.
Thank God. Just
Orioles
keep
lost number
healthy.
2.
For his 6th
Number-
year.
Thank
Number
God.
3.
Yes.
Mother's Day. Can there any be any worse than Mother's Day? Okay.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
No.
Seriously,
Joe,
Kathy wanted to go to a
seriously.
brunch. She wanted to go to a brunch, and I'm like, oh, I can get like 2 Maryland Heritage Series for that brunch cost. But no, you know what I mean?
Joe,
Brunch.
literally, you got up and you helped the
Well-
kids cook bacon, and then you went back to sleep.
I didn't want the house to burn down.
Wait.
I didn't want the
That's
house to burn
true.
down.
You texted us that. I thought that was a joke.
No, it's not a joke.
Oh shit.
No,
You see
He
how
woke
strong
up,
this hand is,
helped
Todd?
the kids cook bacon and whatever.
Hand is.
They came to give it to me, and he went back to sleep in the guest room.
Oh no.
They can cook.
Chris, you were on that
cooked
text
bacon.
stream. Eric, you were on that text stream. I thought that was a joke.
Hey,
Not
Todd,
a
what color apron did you get your wife for Mother's Day? Do you mix it up?
Hey, I went to the Oriole game on Mother's Day. What did you do, Joe?
Well,
Actually,
I watched the
Joe
Oriole game from
texted-
the couch on Mother's Day.
There
No,
you go.
Joe texted me about the Orioles game on Mother's Day, and I told him, "Let's go." And he was
Oh,
like, "No, can't do that."
Joe, what's wrong with you?
I would have gone.
Todd, it's all lies. It's all lies, buddy.
It's all lies.
Lies.
All lies.
Look at James loves some Joe's meat. I'm telling you. Chris, what do you think of
James,
Joe's meat?
too.
Joe's meat's delicious.
Eric?
Top
Eric?
notch.
What?
Top-notch meat right here.
The whiskey pimps meat's delicious. That's what we're talking about here.
So if we get together in August, what if we like bought the brisket for you? Like I know you pay that every time. What can we do to get you to make another brisket?
Probably chip it a couple more bucks.
That's fine. Deal.
Well, we'll work it out. Let's not talk about it until August. We'll work it out.
All right, there you go.
God, we got to wait till August.
The way
I
it,
know.
Been
you know, let,
depressed.
let Kathy deal with that. You guys get a hold of Kathy and work that out.
We'll-
Yeah,
I'll-
we have
we'll
lots
buy-
of stuff, but we're going to be away for all of July, pretty much. We're
Okay.
going away.
All right. Well, let's try for Eric. What do you think? August is a good time to get together again. What do you think?
Absolutely. I
The way
mean,
it's
the only
going, Todd,
thing
you're
that's
probably
going
gonna
on at
invite
the end of
everybody on
August
Whiskey
is
Tube over
the
my house in August. So I might need
Oh,
5
that's right.
briskets.
Is the Mash and Journey thing, right?
Mash and Journey at the last week in August. So Try to make it like not the weekend before or something like that.
That's
Just
true.
give a
I think
weekend in between, and then we're good.
I honestly think it would be it would probably be the weekend that the Junkies are doing Pours in the Park.
When is that?
Are any of us going to that? Because
No,
I'm
I
not.
can't.
I'm not
I
going.
don't think Dan is.
It's like the 5th or 6th of August. Something
I'm
like
going.
That.
I'm going.
Can you go like that, please?
I'm freaking going. I'm going just like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll end the stream, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody on the chat. Chris, especially you. Thank you for putting this together.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah,
It's
thanks,
amazing.
Chris.
You guys got it.
All right, we will see you all next week with Sugar Kitty and Scotch blinds. I'll do amazing on that. I'm sure it'll be awesome. Cheers, you guys.
Bye, guys.
Miss you, Andy.
Oh, dude. Oh, look at clip that. Clip that, by the way. Clip it.
Seriously, he'll never say that again.
He won't. That's amazing.
No.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you all in the chat. You rock. We'll see you next Tuesday.